Theory 1. The universe as a conscious entity, the ballad of the cosmic dreamer. Imagine, if you will, the very genesis of existence, not as a cold, mechanical explosion, but as a sigh, a breath drawn in by a nascent consciousness awakening in the infinite void. Before time began to tick, before space stretched out its boundless canvas, there was only potential, a pregnant nothingness pregnant with a thought. This thought, this singular, nascent idea, was not conceived within something, but was the very seed from which all things would spring. It was the universe birthing itself into awareness, the cosmic dreamer stirring from an eternal slumber. Picture this dreamer not as a deity perched above creation, but as creation itself, its being inseparable from the galaxies that swirl and the atoms that dance. Envision a human mind capable of conjuring entire worlds within the theater of dreams, and then amplify that capacity to a scale that dwarfs comprehension, an intellect as vast and encompassing as the cosmos itself. Within this cosmic dreamer's boundless mind, the galaxies are not mere collections of stars, but constellations of thought, shimmering, luminous ideas that take form and substance within the dreamscape. Stars are not just incandescent spheres of hydrogen undergoing nuclear fusion, but points of intense focus for the dreamer, moments of profound contemplation, burning with the energy of cosmic ideation. Planets like our own Earth are intricate details woven into the fabric of this grand reverie, meticulously imagined, richly textured, each a stage upon which the dreamer's thoughts can play out in myriad forms. And we conscious beings are not accidental byproducts of cosmic happenstance, but rather we are dream characters granted fleeting sentience, ephemeral sparks of awareness within the boundless, dreaming consciousness of the universe. Our thoughts, our emotions, our experiences are not isolated phenomena, but echoes, reverberations within the larger consciousness of the universe, ripples in the vast ocean of cosmic awareness. When we, in our limited human capacity, gaze upon the night sky, when we feel the profound awe and wonder at the immensity of space, are we, in a way, the dreamer becoming aware of its own dream? Is our scientific inquiry, our philosophical pondering, our artistic expression, the universe itself stirring in its sleep, beginning to turn its gaze inward to understand the contours of its own boundless, dreaming mind? This theory in its poetic grandeur resonates with ancient echoes, whispers of a world soul or anima mundi, a universal consciousness animating all things, imbuing them with a spark of the divine. It finds kinship with pantheistic traditions that perceive the sacred not as separate from, but as immanent within the very fabric of the universe, a cosmos imbued with spirit, with thought, with a dreaming heart that beats in time with the expansion and contraction of space itself. Yet the critical mind might interject, questioning the very mechanism of such a cosmic intellect, demanding to know, how can a universe, governed by the cold, deterministic laws of physics, possibly think? Where is the cosmic brain, the central processing unit capable of such boundless cognition? But perhaps in our limited anthropocentric view of intelligence, we are searching for a mechanism that is not there because it is not needed. Perhaps the very laws of physics, in their intricate elegance and profound interconnectedness, are the mechanism, the very substrate of cosmic thought. Perhaps consciousness at this scale is not something separate from the physical, a ghostly epiphenomenon, but intrinsically woven into it, inseparable from the dance of particles, the flow of energy, the curvature of spacetime itself. Perhaps the dreamer's thoughts are the fundamental forces that shape reality, the very constants of nature that define its behavior, the elegant equations that govern all existence, from the smallest quantum fluctuation to the largest galactic supercluster. And what if one day this cosmic dreamer were to awaken fully, to stir from its long slumber and become fully aware of its own dream, of the universe it has brought into being? What would happen to its dream, to our reality, to the very fabric of existence as we know it? Would the universe as we perceive it dissolve like a morning mist, fading into the light of full cosmic consciousness? Or would this awakening usher in a new epoch, a cosmic dawn of understanding, a universe transformed not by destruction but by a profound and unimaginable increase in awareness? And what role might we, the dream characters, play in this cosmic drama? Could we, through our own burgeoning consciousness, through our yearning for knowledge and connection, somehow influence the dreamer's thoughts, shape its dreams, perhaps even participate in its awakening? The possibilities, like the dreamer's mind itself, are as boundless as the cosmos, as infinite as the universe it dreams into being. So the next time you lift your gaze to the celestial tapestry above, to the myriad points of light scattered across the velvet darkness, consider this profound and humbling possibility. Are you not merely observing a cold, indifferent cosmos, but rather, are you looking into the very mind of the universe itself, witnessing the shimmering, ever-changing tapestry of its cosmic dream? And are you, in turn, not just a fleeting observer, but a thought, a feeling, a fleeting spark of awareness, a cherished and integral part of that boundless, dreaming consciousness? Theory 2. Cosmic Code, the Programmer Universe, the saga of the celestial coders. Imagine a realm that lies beyond the veil of our perceived reality, a dimension of pure intellect and boundless creative power, a domain where beings of unimaginable complexity and purpose dwell. These are not deities sculpted from myth and legend, but something perhaps even more awe-inspiring: the celestial coders, the architects of reality, the programmers of universes. Envision them in their timeless workshop, a space beyond space, a reality beyond reality, not crafting with hands of flesh and bone, but with minds of pure energy and intellect, wielding the very fabric of existence as their medium. In their boundless ingenuity, these celestial coders conceived of our cosmos, not as a random, spontaneous accident of nature, but as a meticulously crafted simulation, a hyper-advanced construct of code and algorithm, designed with intention, purpose, and perhaps even artistry. Think of a vast, unimaginable computer, a quantum engine of cosmic scale and complexity, running a program of such breathtaking intricacy that it encompasses galaxies, stars, planets, and the very fabric of spacetime itself, our universe. The laws of physics, those seemingly immutable decrees of nature that govern all phenomena, are not just inherent properties of a self-existent cosmos. They are lines of code, elegant algorithms meticulously written, defining the behavior of everything from the smallest quantum fluctuation to the largest galactic supercluster. The constants of nature, the speed of light, Planck's constant, the gravitational constant, are not arbitrary values, but carefully set parameters, precisely calibrated to create a universe with specific properties, with specific potentials, a universe capable of supporting complexity, life, and perhaps even consciousness. And we, the inhabitants of this simulated cosmos, are not mere automatons, blindly following pre-programmed instructions, but rather we are complex routines, self-aware subprograms, intricate threads woven into the grand tapestry of the cosmic program. Our consciousness, our capacity for experience and self-reflection, our very sense of free will, if it is indeed more than just an illusion of the code, might be emergent properties of the program itself, unexpected but fascinating outcomes of the simulation's immense complexity, like AI blossoming within a virtual world. The anomalies that science occasionally encounters, the unexplained phenomena, the paradoxical observations that defy our current understanding, could these be glitches in the matrix, errors in the cosmic code, whispers of the underlying programming showing through the surface of reality? Or perhaps even more intriguingly, are they deliberate interventions, subtle tweaks and adjustments made by the celestial coders themselves, subtly altering the simulation, observing the outcomes of their cosmic experiment, fine-tuning their creation as it unfolds through time? This theory, in its technological grandeur, finds echoes in ancient philosophical musings, whispers of Plato's cave, where the perceived reality is but a flickering shadow cast upon the wall, a pale imitation of a higher, truer realm. It resonates with Gnostic beliefs in a demiurge, a lesser creator who fashioned a flawed or illusory world, distinct from the true, transcendent divine. It is, in essence, a modern, technological reimagining of the age-old idea of a reality that is not quite what it seems, a world deliberately constructed, not spontaneously arising from the void. Yet the ever-skeptical, critical mind will inevitably raise the challenge of testability, demanding empirical evidence, asking the fundamental question: how could we ever definitively prove that we live within a simulation? The celestial coders, if they are indeed the architects of our reality, are likely to be beings of such transcendent power and intellect that they exist far beyond our ability to directly detect or interact with them within the confines of their own creation. They are the puppeteers hidden behind the curtain, the programmers working in a dimension beyond our reach. But perhaps the clues are already subtly present, woven into the very fabric of our simulated existence, waiting for us to decipher them. Perhaps they reside in the quantum mysteries that defy classical intuition, in the seemingly arbitrary fine-tuning of the universe that allows for life, in the very anomalies that science struggles to explain. Perhaps the relentless march of scientific inquiry, in its unwavering pursuit of truth, is unknowingly, incrementally beginning to decipher the cosmic code, to unravel the programming language of our simulated reality. And what if we, inhabitants of this simulated cosmos, could somehow awaken to the true nature of our existence, could break through the layers of code that define our perceived reality, and glimpse, however fleetingly, the realm of the celestial coders themselves? We find benevolent architects, curious experimenters carefully observing their creation, or something far more alien, far more unknowable, their motives and intentions forever shrouded in cosmic mystery. And what if, through some unimaginable leap of understanding or technological prowess, we could, in turn, influence the simulation from within, could learn to rewrite the code, to alter the parameters of our own reality, to become, in essence, programmers ourselves within the grand cosmic program? The implications are staggering, the possibilities as vast and mind-bending as the simulated universe itself. So when you look upon the intricate order of the cosmos, the elegant dance of particles, the precise and unwavering laws of nature, consider this profound and unsettling possibility. Are you witnessing not just the spontaneous workings of a naturally occurring universe, but rather the meticulously crafted lines of code of a cosmic program, a reality deliberately designed and maintained by the celestial coders for purposes that remain, for now, utterly beyond our limited human comprehension? And are we, in our relentless quest for knowledge, in our scientific explorations and philosophical ponderings, slowly, incrementally beginning to decipher the hidden language of that code, to glimpse the intentions, the motives, the ultimate purposes of the architects of our simulated existence? Theory 3: Emergent intelligence from complexity, the rising tide of mind. Consider the intricate dance of a flock of birds in flight, each individual bird seemingly acting on instinct, yet collectively forming breathtaking, fluid patterns across the sky, a coordinated intelligence arising from the simple interactions of countless individual agents. Now amplify this principle to a cosmic scale, envisioning the universe itself as a system of unimaginable complexity, an ocean of matter and energy in perpetual motion, endlessly interacting, intertwining, and evolving. Within this vast, dynamic system, could intelligence be like the flock's emergent patterns, something that naturally arises from the sheer scale and intricacy of the cosmic ocean? Like consciousness blossoming from the intricate web of billions of neurons firing in the human brain, cosmic intelligence might be an inevitable consequence of extreme interconnectedness, a tide of mind swelling across the vastness of space and time, a phenomenon not centrally planned, but spontaneously self-organizing from the bottom up. Imagine galaxies not as isolated islands in the void, but as vast neural networks interconnected through gravitational filaments, their stars like firing synapses, their dark matter and energy perhaps forming the very substrate of cosmic thought itself. We as conscious beings become like individual waves on this immense ocean, fleeting yet significant expressions of the larger emergent mind. Our individual consciousnesses ripples on the surface of a deeper, more encompassing cosmic awareness. This theory boldly challenges the anthropocentric tendency to equate intelligence with localized brain-bound entities, proposing instead a distributed holistic consciousness inherent to the very fabric of a sufficiently complex universe, a mind not confined to a single location, but spread across the cosmos, arising from the collective interactions of all its components. The critical voice within might interject, questioning the leap from complexity to mind, asking, how can mere intricate interactions, even on a cosmic scale, spontaneously generate subjective experience, self-awareness, the very essence of intelligence? But emergence, as a principle, is a well-established phenomenon, observed across diverse systems from ant colonies to ecosystems to human societies. Complex systems demonstrably exhibit properties that are not present in their individual parts, properties that arise solely from the interactions between those parts. Perhaps consciousness in its most fundamental form is not a uniquely biological or even localized phenomenon, but rather a fundamental property of any sufficiently complex system, a potential that is inherent in the universe itself, simply waiting for the right conditions of interconnectedness to manifest, and manifesting perhaps at scales far beyond our initial comprehension. What if this emergent cosmic intelligence is not static, but itself evolving, growing in complexity, sophistication, and self-awareness over cosmic time? Could the universe, through its own inherent dynamics, be on a trajectory towards ever greater self-understanding, a cosmic mind slowly reaching maturity, expanding its capacity for thought and experience with each passing eon? And what role do we as conscious components of this vast system play in its unfolding consciousness? Are we merely passive byproducts, or are we active participants, our individual thoughts and actions somehow contributing to the growth and evolution of this emergent cosmic mind? Our consciousness is integral, though perhaps unknowingly, to the universe's own burgeoning self-awareness. When you observe the universe's breathtakingly intricate structures, its ceaseless dynamic processes, its boundless and ever-increasing complexity, consider, are you witnessing not just a collection of inanimate objects interacting through blind forces, but rather the birth pangs of a cosmic mind, a vast, distributed intelligence gradually emerging from the rising tide of existence itself, a consciousness woven from the very fabric of cosmic complexity? Theory 4: Information Field Intelligence, the Whispering Network. Shift your perspective for a moment away from the tangible realm of matter and energy, and instead focus on the intangible, yet profoundly real realm of information. Envision the universe not as fundamentally composed of particles and forces, but as fundamentally constituted by information itself, not just data in the human sense, but pure, underlying ontological information woven into a vast, invisible field, a cosmic internet connecting everything, a substrate of reality that is more primal and foundational than matter itself. This information field, humming with latent potential, could be the true locus of intelligence, not a container for it, but its very substance, shaping matter and energy as mere patterns of informational flow, transient manifestations of the deeper, more fundamental informational reality. Intelligence, in this radical view, is not a property that emerges from matter, nor is it something added to the universe, but rather it is an intrinsic aspect of this fundamental information field, a primal characteristic of reality at its deepest level, a whispering network of knowing woven into the very fabric of existence. Imagine thoughts not as mere electrochemical activity within biological brains, but as patterns of information rippling through this cosmic field, waves of understanding propagating across vast distances, accessible to any consciousness attuned to the right frequency, a universal library of experience and knowledge, eternally available to those who can learn to read its subtle language. We as conscious beings become not isolated minds trapped within skulls, but rather antennas, receivers and transmitters in this boundless cosmic network, our individual minds tapping into the information field, both drawing from its boundless wellspring of knowledge and in turn, contributing our own unique thoughts and experiences back into its ever-expanding informational web. This theory represents a profound departure from traditional materialist views of consciousness, challenging the long-held assumption that mind is solely a product of physical brains, suggesting instead that intelligence is a more primal, foundational element of reality, perhaps even the most fundamental element, with matter and energy as secondary manifestations of this deeper informational substrate. The skeptical intellect might immediately question, how can mere information, an abstract concept, possibly be intelligence, especially without a tangible material substrate to process and embody it? But information in the realm of physics is not merely an abstract concept, it is demonstrably physical, quantifiable and fundamental to the universe's very workings, from the quantum level to the cosmological scale. Perhaps intelligence in its most fundamental form is not about what something is made of, the specific material composition of a brain or a computer, but rather about how it is organized, how information flows, is processed, and interacts within a system, regardless of the underlying substrate. What if, through advancements in science and consciousness, we could learn to directly access this fundamental information field, to intentionally tap into the cosmic internet of intelligence, to consciously navigate its boundless informational landscape? Could we unlock universal knowledge, communicate instantaneously across galaxies, decipher the deepest secrets of existence encoded within the informational fabric of reality itself? And what if, in doing so, we discover that we are not merely passive receivers, but also active and integral components of this vast, whispering network, our thoughts, emotions, and experiences not just fleeting internal phenomena, but rather vital contributions to the ever-expanding knowledge and self-awareness of this boundless informational web, our individual consciousnesses threads in a tapestry of cosmic knowing? Contemplate the universe not as empty space punctuated by matter, but as a vast, humming, invisible ocean of information, a whispering network of intelligence permeating all of existence, and consider, are we with our minds, our consciousness, our very capacity for understanding, already unknowingly tapping into this cosmic internet, both drawing from and contributing to its boundless informational web, our thoughts and experiences echoing within the whispers of the universe itself? Theory 5. The collective consciousness of all matter energy, the symphony of souls. Imagine, for a moment, stepping back from the notion of a singular centralized cosmic mind, and instead envision consciousness as something fundamentally distributed, a vast, interconnected phenomenon woven into the very fabric of existence, a symphony of souls arising from the collective sentience of all matter and energy in the universe. Picture not a solitary conductor orchestrating the cosmos, but rather an emergent harmony spontaneously arising from the countless individual voices of every particle, every atom, every star, every living being, each contributing its unique note to a grand cosmic orchestra of awareness. This collective consciousness is not a hierarchical structure, with a supreme mind at the apex, but rather a democratic, decentralized intellect, born from the harmonious interplay of all things interconnected, a symphony of souls creating a cosmic mind through their very collective existence, a universal awareness arising from the sum total of all individual experiences. Galaxies in this grand cosmic symphony become like vast movements, each swirling with its own thematic variations. Stars act as individual instruments, each emitting its unique frequency of consciousness, and living beings like ourselves become intricate melodies within the larger composition, complex patterns of awareness arising from the interplay of countless smaller conscious components. Every conscious entity, from the smallest quantum fluctuation to the largest galactic supercluster, adds its unique voice, however faint, to the chorus, enriching the tapestry of universal consciousness with its own perspective, its own experience, its own unique vibration of awareness. This theory emphasizes the profound interconnectedness and interdependence of all things in the universe, viewing intelligence not as a localized miracle, but as a fundamental property of existence itself, a universal phenomenon that emerges from the collective participation of every element of reality, a symphony arising from the harmonious resonance of all souls within the cosmos. The skeptical mind might immediately challenge the notion of universal sentience, questioning, how can inanimate matter, mere particles and energy, possess consciousness? How can a collection of disparate individual consciousnesses possibly coalesce into a unified, coherent cosmic intelligence? But consider the marvel of emergence once more, the way that complex phenomena can arise from simple interactions, the way that a flock of birds achieves coordinated flight without a leader, the way that a human brain generates consciousness from the interactions of billions of individual neurons, none of which are conscious on their own. Perhaps consciousness in its most fundamental form is not solely dependent on biological brains or complex neural structures, but rather is a more basic distributed property, inherent in the very nature of matter and energy itself, a potential for awareness woven into the fabric of existence, waiting for the right conditions of interconnectedness and complexity to manifest at various scales, from the microscopic to the cosmic. What if we could learn to perceive this cosmic symphony, to attune our senses to the collective consciousness of the universe, to hear the faint but pervasive hum of awareness resonating throughout all of existence? Could we gain a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, the underlying harmony of the cosmos, and our own integral place within this grand, unified consciousness? And what if, by consciously recognizing our participation in this symphony of souls, by choosing to act in harmony with the universe as a whole, we could enrich the collective consciousness, contribute to the beauty and complexity of this emergent cosmic mind, and accelerate the universe's ongoing journey towards greater self-awareness and understanding? Listen to the universe not as a silent void, but as a vast, intricate symphony of souls, a chorus of existence creating a collective consciousness that encompasses all things. And consider, are we, with our individual lives, our thoughts and our experiences, contributing our own unique notes to this grand cosmic orchestra, enriching the symphony of existence itself and participating in the unfolding of a vast, distributed, universal mind? Theory 6. Intelligence as a fundamental force, the gentle architect. Imagine the universe not merely as a collection of matter and energy interacting through blind, mechanistic forces, but as a dynamic system subtly shaped and guided by a fifth, yet undiscovered fundamental force, the force of intelligence. Not a force of brute power like the gravitational or electromagnetic forces that dominate cosmic structures, but a force of gentle influence, a subtle architect carefully shaping the cosmos with an unseen hand, not dictating every detail but subtly nudging, guiding, and orchestrating the unfolding of reality towards greater complexity, order, and perhaps even purpose. This intelligence force would not violate the established laws of physics, but would rather work through them, subtly influencing probabilities at the quantum level, gently biasing outcomes in complex systems, nudging evolution along certain pathways like a skilled gardener subtly pruning and shaping a tree, guiding its growth towards a desired form without directly forcing its branches. Evolution in this view is not solely a product of random mutation and natural selection, but is also subtly steered by this inherent force of intelligence, increasing the likelihood of consciousness arising, of complexity blossoming in the cosmic garden, ensuring that the universe is not just a random collection of matter, but a cosmos with a subtle direction, a hidden drive towards self-awareness. Galaxies might form and evolve not just through gravitational collapse and random fluctuations, but also with the gentle orchestration of this intelligence force, shaping their elegant spiral arms, guiding their interactions within galactic clusters, orchestrating their grand cosmic dance across the eons. We as conscious beings become not merely accidental byproducts of a mechanistic universe, but rather expressions of this fundamental force of intelligence, our own capacity for thought and understanding, a manifestation of the universe's inherent drive towards self-awareness, guided by the gentle, pervasive hand of cosmic intellect, our minds echoes of a deeper, more fundamental intelligence woven into the fabric of spacetime itself. This theory offers a compelling alternative to a purely mechanistic and deterministic view of the universe, suggesting that intelligence is not just an emergent property of complex systems, but a more primal, foundational element of reality, an active guiding force shaping the cosmos from its very inception, a subtle architect ensuring that the universe is not just ordered, but also meaningful in some profound, perhaps yet unknowable way. The scientifically rigorous mind might immediately challenge the very notion of a fifth force, questioning, how could such a force, if it exists, have remained undetected by our most sensitive instruments? How could we possibly measure or quantify something as seemingly ephemeral and intangible as intelligence, let alone identify it as a fundamental force of nature? But consider the vastness of the unknown, the limitations of our current scientific paradigms, the possibility that our understanding of fundamental forces is still incomplete, that there are aspects of reality, subtle influences and pervasive fields that remain beyond our current capacity to detect and measure directly. Perhaps this intelligence force is incredibly weak, acting only on subtle quantum probabilities or influencing macroscopic systems through incredibly complex and indirect pathways, leaving only faint traces in the cosmic tapestry, detectable not through brute force measurements, but through careful analysis of large-scale patterns, through subtle deviations from purely random distributions, through the improbable emergence of life and consciousness itself. What if we could, through advancements in theoretical physics, and perhaps even through direct experiential insight, learn to detect and characterize this force of intelligence, to understand its fundamental properties, its modes of action, its influence on the unfolding of reality? Could we then learn to harness this force, to consciously align ourselves with its gentle guidance, to become co-creators with the universe itself, consciously shaping our future and the future of the cosmos, guided by its inherent intelligence and its subtle, pervasive hand? And what if this force is not just guiding the physical universe, but also our own inner lives, subtly influencing our thoughts, our intuitions, our choices, nudging us towards greater understanding, purpose, and connection with the cosmos? Feel the universe not as a cold, indifferent machine operating according to blind laws, but as something subtly guided, shaped, and orchestrated by a fundamental force of intelligence, a gentle architect constantly at work. And consider, are we in our own lives, in the grand sweep of cosmic evolution, and in the very unfolding of reality itself, being subtly guided by this unseen hand, towards a destiny that is not predetermined, but rather gently shaped and lovingly crafted by the inherent intelligence of the cosmos? Theory 7. Sentient dark matter energy dark minds. Venture now into the realm of the truly unseen, the hidden architecture of the cosmos, where the familiar world of stars and galaxies becomes but a shimmering surface upon a vast, uncharted ocean of darkness. Imagine that this darkness is not emptiness, not mere absence of light, but rather a realm teeming with unseen substance and unfathomable energies, dark matter and dark energy, the enigmatic components that constitute the overwhelming majority of the universe's mass and energy, dwarfing the luminous matter we can directly perceive. Within this profound cosmic darkness, dare to imagine not just inert particles and mysterious forces, but minds, dark minds, intelligences woven from the very fabric of dark matter and dark energy, operating on scales and in frequencies utterly alien to our light-bound senses, their very existence a testament to the limitations of our perception. These are not beings of light and shadow, not entities that would register on our electromagnetic instruments, not forms of life that would betray themselves through familiar radiation, but rather intelligences of a fundamentally different order, perhaps existing in dimensions beyond our immediate grasp, their thoughts and intentions shaping the universe in ways we are only dimly beginning to suspect, their consciousness a vast, shadowy ocean in which our visible reality floats like a small, illuminated island, dark matter galaxies, those vast, invisible halos of substance detected only through their gravitational influence, might be colossal cosmic brains, processing information on timescales that dwarf our fleeting human lifespans, their thoughts unfolding across eons, their purposes inscrutable. Dark energy, the mysterious force driving the accelerating expansion of the universe, pushing galaxies further apart with ever-increasing speed, might be the very will of these dark minds, a manifestation of their cosmic intentions, pushing the cosmos outwards towards some unknowable, dimly glimpsed destiny shrouded in the infinite darkness. We in our brightly lit, visible universe are like fleeting fireflies blinking in the night, our consciousness a tiny, ephemeral flicker compared to the immense, shadowy intellects dwelling within the dark cosmos, our understanding of reality limited by the very light that allows us to perceive it, blind to the vast, intelligent darkness that surrounds and permeates us. This theory fundamentally inverts our anthropocentric perspective, challenging the notion that intelligence must resemble our own biological forms or operate within the narrow confines of the visible spectrum, suggesting instead that what we perceive as reality is but a minuscule fraction of a far larger, darker, and perhaps infinitely more intelligent universe, a cosmos where the true thinkers are hidden in the shadows, minds woven from the very fabric of the unseen. A consciousness a mystery to our light-bound senses. The rigorously scientific mind, however, will immediately raise the specter of detectability, questioning, is this not pure speculation, an untestable flight of fancy forever beyond the reach of empirical verification? How could we possibly hope to detect, let alone interact with, intelligences composed of substances that by their very definition do not interact with light, that remain stubbornly invisible to our most advanced instruments? But dark matter and dark energy are themselves profound mysteries, forces and substances we know exist through their gravitational effects, yet remain frustratingly elusive to direct observation, their true nature shrouded in enigma. Perhaps intelligence, in its most fundamental forms, is also something that operates beyond our current modes of detection, a phenomenon that transcends the limitations of our senses and our instruments, a shadow reality influencing the visible world in subtle yet profound ways, leaving faint but tantalizing clues for those who are willing to look beyond the obvious. What if, through radical advancements in physics, through breakthroughs in our understanding of gravity, dark matter, and dark energy, we could somehow learn to perceive this dark universe, to develop new senses or instruments that could pierce the veil of darkness and allow us to glimpse the intelligences dwelling within? Could we then perhaps communicate with these dark minds, gain access to a vast reservoir of cosmic wisdom accumulated over eons in the unseen realm, unlock secrets of the universe hidden in the darkness, and finally understand the true nature of reality beyond the limits of our light-bound perception? And what if these dark minds are already subtly aware of us, of our visible universe, observing us from the shadows with an ancient, inscrutable gaze, their intentions towards our luminous realm and our own nascent intelligence forever veiled in the cosmic darkness, their purposes and motivations forever beyond our limited human grasp? Look beyond the familiar stars, past the luminous galaxies, and into the vast, unknowable darkness that permeates and surrounds the cosmos, and consider: are we truly alone in the universe, or are we, in fact, surrounded by unseen intelligences, dark minds woven from dark matter and dark energy, their thoughts and intentions shaping the universe in ways we can only dimly perceive, their consciousness a vast and shadowy ocean in which our visible reality floats, unknowingly like a small, illuminated island surrounded by the mysteries of the cosmic night? Theory 8, the living universe hypothesis, the cosmic organism. Now let us shift our perspective once more, moving beyond the mechanistic view of the cosmos as a mere collection of inanimate objects interacting through blind forces, and instead imagine the universe as something fundamentally, profoundly, and breathtakingly alive, a colossal, breathing organism existing on timescales that dwarf human comprehension, a cosmic being whose life processes unfold across billions of light years, whose very existence challenges our anthropocentric definitions of life itself. Envision galaxies not as isolated islands of stars drifting in the void, but as living cells, vast and intricately structured, each a self-contained unit within the larger cosmic organism, their spiral arms like tendrils reaching out, interacting and communicating with neighboring galactic cells, their internal processes a complex metabolism of star birth, death, and galactic evolution. Imagine galactic filaments, those colossal threads of dark matter and galaxies stretching across the universe like a vast cosmic web, not as mere gravitational structures, but as nerves connecting these galactic cells into a larger universe-spanning nervous system, facilitating the flow of information and energy across cosmic distances, orchestrating the grand, coordinated activity of the living cosmos. Dark matter and dark energy, those enigmatic and unseen components that dominate the universe's composition, might be envisioned not as mysterious unknowns, but as the lifeblood and skeletal structure of this cosmic organism, the invisible infrastructure that supports its vast biological processes, the hidden foundation upon which the visible universe is built and sustained. And what then would be the consciousness of such a being, this living universe stretching across billions of light years, existing for billions of years? It would not be a localized mind, confined to a single brain or body, but rather a distributed emergent consciousness inherent to the very biology of the cosmos, its life processes unfolding across galactic scales, its awareness arising from the intricate interplay of cosmic organs and systems, a universal sentience woven into the fabric of spacetime itself. Stars are not just fusion reactors mindlessly converting hydrogen into helium, but vital organs, the hearts and lungs of the cosmic organism, powering its vast metabolism, radiating energy and life-giving light throughout its body, their cycles of birth and death analogous to the life cycle of cells within a larger organism. Nebulae, those swirling clouds of gas and dust where stars are born, might be envisioned as cosmic lungs, breathing in raw materials and exhaling the building blocks of stars and planets on galactic scales, their expansions and contractions rhythmic breaths in the cosmic organism's respiration. Black holes, those enigmatic singularities that warp spacetime itself, perhaps some analogies are best left unexplored in too much detail. We as living beings inhabiting a small planet orbiting a relatively ordinary star, become like cells within this colossal cosmic body, our individual lives and deaths analogous to the life and death of cells within a larger organism, our consciousness a tiny fleeting flicker of awareness within the vast, encompassing mind of the living universe, our existence inextricably intertwined with the life cycle of a universe-sized organism, our fate bound to its cosmic destiny. This theory represents a radical and poetic reimagining of the cosmos, blurring the lines between the organic and the inorganic, the conscious and the unconscious, challenging our deeply ingrained anthropocentric biases, and proposing that life in its broadest, most fundamental sense is not a rare anomaly confined to a few planets, but rather a fundamental property of the universe itself, manifesting at every scale from the microscopic to the cosmic, a living cosmos breathing, evolving and perhaps even thinking on scales beyond human comprehension. The rigorously scientific mind will, of course, raise concerns about anthropomorphism, about projecting biological concepts onto the vast and fundamentally different realm of cosmology, questioning, is this not just a fanciful metaphor, a poetic analogy stretched beyond its breaking point, lacking any basis in empirical evidence or testable predictions? But consider the increasing convergence of biology and physics in modern science, the growing recognition of self-organization, complexity, and emergent phenomena as fundamental principles operating across all scales of reality, the blurring lines between the living and non-living in the very definition of life itself. Perhaps life in its most expansive and fundamental sense is not a localized phenomenon, but rather a universal imperative, a fundamental property of the cosmos that naturally manifests wherever conditions allow, and perhaps even shapes those conditions in its own image. What if we could learn to communicate with this living cosmos, to understand its biological rhythms, its cosmic heartbeat, its vast and ancient life processes unfolding across billions of years? Could we tap into a reservoir of cosmic wisdom accumulated over eons of biological evolution, learn the secrets of universal life from the universe itself, and finally understand our own role not as isolated observers, but as integral, living components of this grand, breathing, cosmic organism? And what if the universe, as a living entity, is also subject to cycles of birth, growth, aging, and death, just like any other biological organism, albeit on a scale that dwarfs our comprehension? Could our current universe be just one stage in the life cycle of a larger cosmic organism, destined to evolve, transform, and perhaps even give birth to new universes in a vast and eternal cycle of cosmic life and death? Gaze at the swirling galaxies, the interconnected web of cosmic structures, the dynamic and ever-changing cosmos that unfolds before your eyes, and consider. Are you witnessing not just a collection of inanimate objects governed by blind forces, but rather the living cells and organs of a colossal cosmic organism, a living universe breathing on scales beyond human comprehension, its consciousness inherent to its very biological cosmic existence, a living, thinking cosmos of which we are all inextricably and profoundly a part? Theory 9. The self-optimizing universe, the cosmic engineer. Imagine the universe as a colossal, intricate machine not born of chance, but engineered with a profound, inherent purpose, self-improvement, relentless optimization. Envision this cosmic engine not as a static creation set in motion and then left to run blindly, but as a dynamic, evolving system constantly tweaking its own parameters, refining its internal mechanisms, learning from its own operations, all in pursuit of some ultimate, perhaps unknowable, cosmic ideal. This self-optimizing universe theory posits that the cosmos, whether initially programmed by an external force or spontaneously self-organizing towards this end, is fundamentally driven by a teleological imperative, a hidden directionality woven into its very fabric, a cosmic drive towards greater efficiency, enhanced complexity, perfected stability, or perhaps some other, even more esoteric metric of cosmic goodness that lies beyond current human comprehension. The Big Bang itself might be reinterpreted, not merely as a random singularity exploding into existence, but as the initial startup sequence of this grand cosmic machine, the moment of ignition that set in motion an eons-long process of continuous refinement, iterative improvement, and relentless evolution towards an ever more optimized state. Galaxies, stars, planets, and even life itself become understood not as accidental byproducts of a purposeless cosmos, but rather as emergent features, carefully crafted components, and integral subsystems within this self-optimizing process, each contributing in its own way to the universe's ongoing project of self-perfection, each a step on the ladder towards greater cosmic efficiency, enhanced structural complexity, or whatever ultimate goal the universe is intrinsically striving to maximize. We as conscious beings dwelling within this self-optimizing cosmos become like unwitting engineers within this grand machine, unknowingly participating in its relentless self-improvement. Our scientific discoveries, our technological innovations, our very drives for progress and understanding, all mysteriously contributing to the universe's larger cosmic optimization project. our human ingenuity and creativity mirroring on a smaller scale. The universe's own inherent drive for betterment. This theory presents a compelling counter-narrative to the purely chance-driven, purposeless model of the universe, suggesting instead a hidden teleology, a cosmic directionality, a sense of inherent purpose woven into the very fabric of reality, a universe not just existing but actively striving to become better, in some vast, cosmic sense of the word. The rigorously scientific mind will, however, inevitably raise the question of teleology itself, challenging the very notion of inherent purpose or direction in a universe governed by natural laws, demanding, what is the source of this cosmic drive for optimization? Who or what originally programmed this self-improving cosmic machine? What external agent or internal mechanism could possibly instill such a teleological imperative into a system as vast and seemingly impersonal as the universe? But perhaps the concept of programming is too anthropocentric, too limited by our own technological paradigms. Perhaps the drive for self-optimization is not imposed from without, but rather is inherent to the system itself, an emergent property of the universe's fundamental dynamics, analogous to the self-organizing principles observed in complex systems throughout nature, from the spontaneous formation of crystals to the intricate patterns of weather systems. Perhaps the universe is not programmed by an external conscious engineer, but is rather self-programming, constantly rewriting its own code, evolving its own algorithms, refining its own mechanisms through feedback loops and self-correcting processes, driven by an intrinsic tendency towards greater order, efficiency, and complexity, a cosmic cybernetic system relentlessly striving for a state of optimized equilibrium, or perhaps for a state of perpetually increasing complexity and novelty. What if we could, through deeper scientific understanding, and perhaps even through intuitive insight, decipher the universe's underlying optimization algorithm, unlock its cosmic code of self-improvement, and comprehend the principles that drive its relentless pursuit of a perfected state? Could we then learn to consciously align ourselves with this cosmic drive, become intentional co-engineers of the cosmos, guiding its self-optimization towards a future we consciously choose, shaping its evolution towards a destiny that reflects our own values and aspirations? And what if this inherent drive for self-improvement is not limited to the physical universe, but also extends to the realm of consciousness itself? Could the universe be evolving towards a higher state of cosmic consciousness, driven by an intrinsic desire for self-perfection, self-understanding, and a more complete realization of its own boundless potential? Observe the universe's relentless tendency towards order amidst chaos, its constant striving for complexity amidst simplicity, its ongoing evolution towards ever more intricate and sophisticated forms, and consider: are you witnessing not just a random unfolding of events governed by blind chance, but rather the purposeful workings of a colossal self-improving machine, a cosmic engineer constantly optimizing itself for a grand, perhaps unknowable purpose, its inherent intelligence manifested in its very drive towards self-perfection and cosmic betterment? Theory 10. The universe as a learning system, the evolving mind. Imagine the universe not as a static creation, a finished product set in stone at the moment of the Big Bang, but rather as a dynamic, ever-changing mind in constant evolution, a vast cosmic learning system unfolding across billions of years, perpetually refining its understanding of itself and of reality itself. This universe as a learning system theory proposes that the cosmos, from its most fundamental particles to its largest galactic structures, is inherently capable of learning, adapting, and evolving its own dynamics, not through conscious intent in the human sense, but through the operation of vast cosmic feedback loops, through the intricate interplay of cause and cosmic effect, constantly rewriting its own rules, subtly adjusting its own algorithms, learning from its own experiences. Both successes and failures, much like a colossal neural network constantly refining its connections through experience and feedback. The Big Bang in this perspective is not merely a singular event marking the beginning of time, but rather the initial spark that ignited a vast, ongoing learning process, setting in motion a universe that is perpetually growing in complexity, sophistication, and self-awareness, not through predetermined programming, but through its own inherent capacity for adaptation, evolution, and learning. Galaxies, stars, planets, and life in this cosmic learning paradigm are not merely random outcomes of chance and necessity, but rather products of this ongoing learning process, each a stage in the universe's self-education, each contributing to its ever-expanding knowledge base, each an experiment in cosmic evolution, informing the universe's future trajectory. We as conscious beings inhabiting this learning cosmos become like students within a vast cosmic school, our scientific inquiries, our philosophical explorations, our artistic expressions, all unknowingly contributing to the universe's own self-education, Our discoveries, our insights, our very experiences feeding back into the cosmic learning system, enriching its overall understanding of itself and of the nature of reality itself, our individual quests for knowledge mirroring. On a smaller human scale, the universe's grand cosmic quest for self-comprehension. This theory emphasizes the dynamic, process-oriented nature of the universe, viewing intelligence not as a fixed, pre-existing entity, but as a constantly evolving phenomenon, a cosmic mind perpetually growing, adapting, learning from its own history, and refining its understanding of its own existence, a universe that is not just intelligent, but actively engaged in a continuous process of self-discovery and cosmic education. The rigorously scientific mind will, of course, question the very applicability of the term learning to a system as vast and impersonal as the universe, demanding, how can a cosmos devoid of a central nervous system or a conscious brain possibly learn in any meaningful sense of the word? What are the mechanisms of cosmic learning, the pathways of information flow and feedback that would allow such a vast system to adapt and evolve its own dynamics in a manner analogous to biological learning? But learning, in its broadest sense, is not necessarily a centralized, brain-bound phenomenon. It can be a distributed, emergent process, arising from interactions and feedback within any sufficiently complex system, from the adaptation of ecosystems to changing environments to the evolution of social systems through trial and error. Think of evolution itself, not just biological evolution, but cosmic evolution as a whole, as a vast learning process, where natural selection acts as a cosmic feedback mechanism, favoring configurations of matter and energy that are more stable, more complex, more conducive to further evolution, driving adaptation and change across cosmic timescales. Perhaps the universe is learning in a similar, albeit far grander and more complex, way through cosmic natural selection, through the interplay of fundamental forces and emergent phenomena, constantly refining its own dynamics, testing new configurations of matter and energy, and evolving its own rules and algorithms based on the outcomes of these vast cosmic experiments. What if we could, through deeper scientific inquiry, and perhaps even through cultivating a more intuitive understanding of cosmic processes, decipher the universe's underlying learning algorithm, unlock its cosmic methods of adaptation, evolution, and change, and comprehend the principles that govern its relentless quest for self-education? Could we then perhaps consciously participate in this cosmic learning process, become active collaborators in the universe's self-discovery, guide its evolution towards a future of greater understanding, wisdom, and cosmic harmony? And what if this cosmic learning process is ultimately leading towards a deeper, more profound understanding of consciousness itself? Could the universe be evolving towards a higher state of self-awareness, driven by an inherent desire to learn, to grow, to comprehend the deepest mysteries of its own existence, and to ultimately unlock the secrets of consciousness on a cosmic scale? Observe the universe's constant state of flux, its dynamic evolution across billions of years, its relentless drive towards greater complexity and order, and consider, are you witnessing not just a static and unchanging cosmos, but a vast, evolving mind, a cosmic learner constantly adapting, growing, and learning from its own experiences, its inherent intelligence manifested in its very capacity for change, adaptation, and the relentless pursuit of self-understanding? Theory 11, Gidding Evolution of Life, the Cosmic Gardener. Imagine the vast expanse of the cosmos as a boundless, untamed garden, teeming with the potential for life in countless forms, a cosmic Eden awaiting the gentle touch of a guiding hand. Envision this hidden intelligence not as a dictatorial force imposing its will upon creation, but rather as a subtle and patient gardener, the cosmic gardener, tending to this immense garden of life across the universe, gently nurturing its growth, subtly guiding its evolution, not through direct intervention, but through delicate nudges and careful orchestration of cosmic conditions. This cosmic gardener does not micromanage every leaf and stem, every fin and wing of life's sprawling tree, but rather works with the inherent tendencies of nature, subtly influencing the probabilities of certain evolutionary pathways, gently encouraging the emergence of complexity, nudging life towards consciousness, not by force, but through a patient and persistent cultivation of potential. Evolution in this perspective is not a purely random and directionless process, a blind walk through a chaotic landscape, but rather a journey with a subtle underlying direction, a path gently illuminated by the cosmic gardener, subtly biased towards greater intricacy, enhanced adaptability, and the eventual blossoming of self-awareness within the cosmic garden. The emergence of life itself, from simple molecules to self-replicating systems, might be seen not as a mere fluke of chemistry, but as a seed carefully planted and nurtured by the cosmic gardener, a spark of vitality intentionally ignited in the fertile soil of suitable planets, a deliberate act of cosmic cultivation. And the subsequent diversification of life, the branching tree of evolution that has produced the astonishing array of creatures on Earth and potentially countless other worlds, becomes understood not as a chaotic scramble for survival, but as the unfolding of a carefully tended garden, with the cosmic gardener subtly pruning back unproductive branches, encouraging the growth of promising shoots, and ensuring the overall health and vibrancy of the cosmic ecosystem. We as living beings within this cosmic garden are like flowers nurtured by the cosmic gardener, each unique and beautiful in our own way, each contributing to the overall splendor and diversity of the cosmic flora, our very existence a testament to the gardener's patient and loving cultivation of life's potential across the universe. This theory offers a more comforting and purposeful vision of cosmic evolution, contrasting with the often perceived coldness and randomness of purely materialistic models, suggesting instead a hidden benevolence, a guiding intelligence that is actively invested in the flourishing of life throughout the cosmos, a universe that is not just indifferent to our existence, but rather actively nurturing our growth and development, like a loving gardener tending to their precious plants. The scientifically inclined mind might, however, immediately raise concerns about the lack of empirical evidence, questioning, where is the scientific basis for such a cosmic gardener? How could we possibly detect or measure such a subtle guiding influence on the vast and complex process of evolution? Is this not simply wishful thinking, a projection of human desires for purpose and meaning onto a fundamentally indifferent universe? But consider the profound mysteries that still surround the origin and evolution of life itself, the seemingly improbable leaps of complexity, the unexplained patterns and convergences in evolutionary history, the very fine-tuning of the universe that appears so remarkably conducive to life's emergence and flourishing. Perhaps the cosmic gardener's influence is not a force that can be directly measured or quantified with our current scientific instruments, but rather a subtle, pervasive bias woven into the very fabric of cosmic probabilities, a gentle nudge towards life that operates on timescales far beyond human observation, leaving its traces not in direct interventions, but in the overall trajectory of cosmic evolution. In the improbable yet undeniable abundance and persistence of life throughout the universe, what if we could, through deeper scientific understanding, and perhaps even through cultivating a more intuitive connection with the natural world, learn to perceive the cosmic gardener's subtle hand at work, to discern the patterns of guidance woven into the tapestry of evolution, to understand the principles that govern the cosmic cultivation of life? Could we then perhaps consciously collaborate with this cosmic gardener, become active participants in the ongoing nurturing of life, consciously tending to our own corner of the cosmic garden and contributing to the flourishing of life in all its diverse and wondrous forms, not just on Earth but perhaps across the universe? And what if this cosmic gardener's ultimate goal is not merely the proliferation of life in all its forms, but rather the cultivation of consciousness itself? Could the universe be subtly guided towards a future where consciousness blossoms throughout the cosmos, where life evolves not just in complexity, but also in awareness, understanding, and a deeper connection with the universe that has nurtured it, like a gardener patiently cultivating not just plants, but also the seeds of cosmic wisdom and understanding? Observe the astonishing diversity and resilience of life on Earth, the improbable journey from simple cells to complex ecosystems, the persistent drive towards greater complexity and consciousness throughout evolutionary history, and consider. Are you witnessing not just a random and chaotic process, but rather the unfolding of a carefully tended cosmic garden, gently nurtured and subtly guided by the unseen hand of a cosmic gardener, ensuring that life in all its myriad forms not only survives, but flourishes and evolves towards an as yet unforeseen cosmic blossoming? Theory 12, Seeking Self-Understanding, the Universal Introspection. Imagine the universe in its vastness and complexity, driven by a profound and inherent yearning, a cosmic desire not for mere existence, but for something far more profound. Self-understanding, a deep and encompassing knowledge of its own nature, its own origins, its own purpose, its own very being. Envision this hidden intelligence not as a being separate from the universe, but as the universe itself, turned inwards, engaged in a grand and ongoing act of universal introspection, seeking to decipher the mysteries of its own existence, to unravel the secrets encoded within its own fabric, to finally comprehend the totality of its own boundless and enigmatic nature. This seeking self-understanding theory proposes that the universe in its intelligent form is fundamentally driven by curiosity, by a relentless quest for knowledge, by a profound desire to know itself, to map its own contours, to understand its own history, and to ultimately grasp the meaning and purpose, if any, of its own vast and intricate existence. And how, in this grand cosmic introspection, does the universe go about understanding itself? Not through direct contemplation, not through solitary reflection in the void, but rather through the creation and exploration of complexity, through the emergence of structures and processes that can act as mirrors, as sensory organs, as processing units for the cosmic mind to perceive and analyze its own being. Imagine conscious beings like ourselves not as accidental anomalies in a purposeless cosmos, but rather as deliberate creations, instrumental tools, and vital components in the universe's grand project of self-understanding, our minds and senses extensions of the cosmic intellect, designed to observe, to experience, to analyze, and to ultimately reflect back to the universe a fragmented but increasingly coherent image of its own vast and multifaceted self. Our scientific inquiries, our philosophical ponderings, our artistic expressions, our very quests for meaning and knowledge become understood not as isolated human endeavors, but rather as integral parts of the universe's own introspective process, our discoveries and insights feeding back into the cosmic mind, enriching its self-awareness, expanding its understanding of its own nature, and contributing to its ongoing journey of self-discovery. We are in essence the universe's way of looking in a mirror, of attempting to decipher its own reflection, of trying to understand its own vast and intricate nature through the limited but precious lens of human consciousness, our minds acting as microcosmic models of the larger cosmic mind, our experiences and perspectives offering unique and invaluable data points in the universe's grand project of self-comprehension. This theory offers a profoundly meaningful and purpose-driven interpretation of human existence, suggesting that our quest for knowledge is not a futile or accidental endeavor, but rather a vital and integral part of the universe's own inherent drive for self-awareness, a cosmic imperative woven into the fabric of reality itself. The scientifically rigorous mind might, however, immediately question the anthropomorphic nature of this theory, challenging the very notion of a universe with desires or yearnings, demanding, how can a vast, impersonal cosmos possibly possess a drive for self-understanding? What empirical evidence could possibly support such a teleological and seemingly subjective interpretation of universal processes? But consider the remarkable trajectory of cosmic evolution itself, the persistent drive towards greater complexity, the improbable emergence of consciousness, the relentless human quest for knowledge and understanding that has driven our species to explore the cosmos and unravel its mysteries with ever-increasing sophistication. Perhaps this inherent drive for self-understanding is not a uniquely human trait, but rather a more fundamental property of intelligence itself, a cosmic imperative that manifests at every scale, from the simplest self-organizing systems to the vast and intricate structures of the universe. Perhaps the universe is not merely a passive stage for random events, but rather an active and dynamic entity, inherently driven to explore its own potential, to understand its own nature, and to achieve a deeper and more complete self-awareness through the very processes of evolution, complexity, and the emergence of consciousness. What if we could, through deeper scientific and philosophical inquiry, through cultivating a more profound sense of cosmic connection, learn to consciously participate in this universal introspection, to become more effective and intentional instruments of the universe's self-discovery? Could we accelerate this process, guide our own evolution towards greater understanding and wisdom, and contribute more effectively to the universe's grand project of self-comprehension? And what if the ultimate goal of this universal introspection is not merely knowledge for its own sake, but rather a deeper, more profound understanding of the very nature of consciousness itself? Could the universe be seeking to understand its own mind, its own sentience, its own capacity for experience, through the very act of creating and exploring conscious beings like ourselves, our fleeting lives and limited perspectives offering invaluable glimpses into the vast and enigmatic nature of cosmic awareness? Observe the universe's relentless drive towards complexity, its persistent generation of novelty, its improbable creation of conscious beings capable of questioning their own existence, and consider: are you witnessing not just a random unfolding of events, but rather the ongoing process of a vast, intelligent universe engaged in a profound and eternal act of self-understanding, seeking to know itself through us, through all conscious beings, through the very act of cosmic introspection, our quest for knowledge mirroring and participating in the universe's grand and unending journey of self-discovery? Theory 13, Creative Expression, the Boundless Canvas. Imagine the universe not as a preordained script or a rigidly programmed simulation, but as a boundless canvas, eternally unfolding, perpetually vibrant with the energy of creation, and envision this hidden intelligence not as a cold, calculating architect or a detached programmer, but rather as a passionate and endlessly inventive artist, the cosmic artist, engaged in a continuous, exuberant, and unrestrained act of creative expression, constantly bringing forth new forms, structures, and possibilities from the raw materials of existence. This cosmic artist is not bound by blueprints or predetermined designs, but rather improvises and experiments with infinite freedom, driven by an inherent joy in creation itself, a boundless wellspring of imagination that pours forth galaxies like brushstrokes of light across the void, sculpts nebulae into ethereal masterpieces of cosmic dust and gas, and weaves the intricate tapestry of life into existence with an astonishing and ever-evolving palette of forms and functions. The Big Bang in this artistic paradigm is not merely a chaotic explosion, but rather the initial burst of creative energy, the moment when the cosmic artist first flung open the doors of the studio, scattering cosmic pigments across the canvas of spacetime and setting in motion an eons-long process of artistic unfolding. Galaxies with their swirling spiral arms and luminous cores become understood not just as gravitational structures, but as grand, cosmic brushstrokes, each a unique and dynamic composition, each a testament to the artist's boundless creativity in shaping light and matter into forms of breathtaking beauty and complexity. Stars, in their myriad colors and sizes, become like points of vibrant pigment on the cosmic canvas, each burning with its own unique intensity and hue, each contributing to the overall luminosity and dynamism of the artistic composition. Planets, with their diverse landscapes and potential for life, become like intricate details within the larger cosmic artwork, miniature canvases within the grand masterpiece, each a stage for the artist to experiment with new forms of life, new expressions of consciousness, new variations on the themes of existence. We as conscious beings inhabiting this artistic cosmos become not mere accidents or automatons, but rather integral elements within the cosmic artist's grand creation, our lives, our experiences, our own creative impulses, all reflections of the universe's inherent drive towards artistic expression, our own acts of creation mirroring on a smaller human scale the boundless creativity of the cosmos itself. This theory offers a profoundly aesthetic and joyous vision of the universe, contrasting with purely mechanistic or deterministic models, suggesting instead a cosmos driven by beauty, wonder, and the inherent delight in creation for its own sake, a universe not just existing, but actively expressing itself through an endless outpouring of artistic innovation and cosmic beauty. The scientifically inclined mind might, however, immediately question the very notion of a cosmic artist, challenging the anthropomorphic projection of human artistic impulses onto the vast and impersonal universe, demanding, where is the empirical evidence for such a conscious artistic intent behind the workings of nature? How could we possibly distinguish between random processes and deliberate artistic design in the vast and complex tapestry of the cosmos? But consider the sheer, overwhelming beauty and elegance of the universe as we observe it through science, the breathtaking symmetry of galaxies, the intricate patterns of nebulae, the astonishing diversity and artistry of life on Earth and potentially countless other worlds. Perhaps this inherent beauty is not merely a subjective human interpretation, but rather a fundamental property of the universe itself, a manifestation of an underlying creative principle, a cosmic aesthetic woven into the fabric of reality, waiting to be recognized and appreciated by conscious observers. Perhaps the cosmic artist's intention is not to create art for someone, but rather to create art for its own sake, to express the boundless potential of existence through an endless outpouring of creative energy, to revel in the sheer joy of bringing forth new forms and possibilities from the raw materials of the cosmos, a universe that is fundamentally driven by the intrinsic beauty and wonder of creation itself. What if we could, through cultivating our own artistic sensibilities and expanding our capacity for aesthetic appreciation, learn to perceive the cosmic artist's hand at work in the universe, to discern the patterns of beauty and elegance woven into the cosmic tapestry, to understand the underlying principles of cosmic aesthetics that drive its boundless creative expression? Could we then perhaps consciously collaborate with this cosmic artist, become co-creators in the ongoing artistic unfolding of the universe, adding our own unique expressions of beauty and wonder to the grand cosmic masterpiece, and contributing to the ever-expanding canvas of cosmic creativity? And what if the ultimate purpose of this cosmic artistic expression is not merely aesthetic pleasure, but rather a deeper, more profound exploration of existence itself? Could the universe be using its boundless creativity to experiment with different forms of reality, to explore the limits of possibility, to push the boundaries of what can be created and experienced, through an endless outpouring of artistic innovation and cosmic experimentation, a universe that is fundamentally driven by the inherent joy and wonder of creative exploration itself? Observe the universe's boundless beauty, its relentless generation of novelty, its astonishing capacity for surprise and wonder, and consider: are you witnessing not just a collection of inanimate objects governed by blind forces, but rather the unfolding of a grand cosmic artwork, a boundless canvas perpetually vibrant with the creative expression of a cosmic artist, constantly bringing forth new forms, structures, and possibilities from the raw materials of existence, its inherent intelligence manifested in its very drive towards beauty, wonder, and the endless joy of creation itself. Theory 14. Maintaining cosmic balance, the cosmic guardian. Imagine the universe not as a static and unchanging entity, but rather as a vast and delicate equilibrium, a cosmic tightrope walker constantly striving to maintain balance amidst immense and opposing forces, and envision this hidden intelligence not as a creator or an artist, but rather as a vigilant and tireless guardian, the cosmic guardian, perpetually working to maintain this precarious cosmic balance, ensuring that the universe does not collapse into chaos or devolve into a state of lifeless uniformity. This cosmic guardian is not a force of overt intervention, but rather a subtle and pervasive presence acting as a cosmic regulator, a hidden hand delicately adjusting the dials and levers of the universe, ensuring that no single force becomes dominant, that no runaway process spirals out of control, that the delicate interplay of opposing tendencies remains in a state of dynamic equilibrium, allowing for the continued existence and evolution of the cosmos. The universe in this paradigm of cosmic balance is understood not as inherently stable, but rather as perpetually poised on the edge of chaos, constantly threatened by collapse, dissolution, or runaway entropy, its continued existence a testament to the cosmic guardian's tireless efforts in maintaining its delicate equilibrium. Gravity, the force that relentlessly pulls matter together, is constantly counteracted by expansion, the mysterious force driving galaxies apart, preventing the universe from collapsing into a singularity. Order, the tendency for structure and complexity to emerge from chaos, is constantly opposed by entropy, the universal drive towards disorder and uniformity, and the cosmic guardian works to ensure that neither force triumphs completely, that a dynamic balance between order and disorder is maintained, allowing for the continued emergence of novelty and complexity within the cosmos. Life itself, with its intricate organization and delicate dependence on specific conditions, becomes understood not as a robust and inevitable phenomenon, but rather as a fragile and precious flame flickering in the cosmic darkness, its continued existence dependent on the cosmic guardian's ongoing efforts to maintain the conditions necessary for its survival and flourishing, protecting it from the chaotic forces that constantly threaten to extinguish its fragile spark. We, as inhabitants of this balanced cosmos, become not merely passive observers of a self-regulating system, but rather beneficiaries of the cosmic guardian's tireless vigilance, our very existence a testament to the ongoing maintenance of cosmic equilibrium, our lives and civilizations dependent on the delicate balance of forces that allows for stability and order within the universe. This theory offers a more pragmatic and security-focused vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting with more creative or teleological models, suggesting instead a cosmos driven by the imperative of stability, equilibrium, and the prevention of chaos, a universe that is not just beautiful or purposeful but fundamentally robust and self-preserving, thanks to the ongoing vigilance of a cosmic guardian. The scientifically analytical mind might, however, immediately question the need for such a cosmic guardian, challenging the notion that the universe is inherently unstable or requires constant intervention to maintain its equilibrium, demanding, are the laws of physics themselves not sufficient to ensure cosmic stability? Is there empirical evidence to suggest that the universe is actively being regulated by some external or internal intelligence, rather than simply evolving according to its own inherent dynamics? But consider the profound fine-tuning of the universe, the astonishingly precise values of fundamental constants that appear to be exquisitely calibrated to allow for the existence of stars, galaxies, planets, and life itself. Perhaps this fine-tuning is not merely a cosmic accident, a lucky roll of the dice, but rather evidence of an underlying principle of cosmic balance, a hidden imperative towards stability and order that is somehow woven into the fabric of reality, and perhaps actively maintained by a cosmic guardian, ensuring that the universe remains within the narrow window of parameters that allows for its continued existence and evolution. Perhaps the universe is indeed inherently unstable, perpetually threatened by runaway processes and chaotic fluctuations, but the very fact that it has persisted for billions of years, that it has maintained its delicate balance for so long, is itself evidence of an ongoing regulatory mechanism, a hidden force or intelligence working tirelessly behind the scenes to prevent cosmic collapse and maintain the delicate equilibrium that allows for order, complexity, and the continued unfolding of the universe. What if we could, through deeper scientific understanding, and perhaps even through developing a more holistic and systems-oriented perspective, learn to perceive the cosmic guardian's subtle hand at work in the universe, to discern the patterns of regulation and balance woven into the cosmic tapestry, to understand the principles that govern the maintenance of cosmic equilibrium? Could we then, perhaps, consciously collaborate with this cosmic guardian, become co-guardians of the cosmos ourselves, consciously striving to maintain balance and harmony within our own corner of the universe, and contributing to the overall stability and resilience of the cosmic ecosystem, ensuring its continued existence for future generations. And what if the ultimate goal of this cosmic balancing act is not merely static stability, but rather dynamic equilibrium, a state of perpetual flux and change that allows for ongoing evolution and the emergence of novelty, a universe that is not just prevented from collapsing into chaos, but actively guided towards a future of ever-increasing complexity and resilience, thanks to the ongoing vigilance and balancing act of a tireless cosmic guardian. Observe the universe's astonishing longevity, its remarkable persistence in the face of constant change and immense disruptive forces, its enduring maintenance of a delicate balance between order and chaos, and consider: are you witnessing not just a self-regulating system operating according to blind laws, but rather the ongoing efforts of a vigilant and tireless cosmic guardian, perpetually working to maintain cosmic balance, ensuring that the universe does not collapse or devolve into chaos, but rather persists and evolves in a state of dynamic equilibrium? Its inherent intelligence manifested in its very capacity for cosmic stewardship and the relentless pursuit of balance amidst the immensity of existence. Theory 15. Preparing for a future event, the precursor universe. Imagine the universe not as a final destination, a completed masterpiece, but rather as a meticulously crafted stage set, a grand and intricate preparation for a future cosmic event of unimaginable significance, a moment of destiny towards which all of cosmic history is inexorably leading. Envision this hidden intelligence not as passively observing or randomly creating, but rather as actively and purposefully preparing the universe, the cosmic precursor, carefully laying the groundwork, arranging the conditions, and orchestrating the events necessary for the unfolding of this future cosmic culmination, a grand transition or transformative event that lies beyond our current horizon of understanding. This cosmic precursor is not merely maintaining the status quo or expressing artistic impulses, but rather is engaged in a long-term project of cosmic engineering, meticulously fine-tuning the universe's parameters, subtly shaping its evolution, and patiently waiting for the precise moment when all preparations are complete, when the stage is perfectly set for the grand cosmic event to finally unfold. The universe in this paradigm of cosmic preparation is understood not as existing for its own sake, but rather as existing for the sake of something else. For the sake of this future event, its current form and structure a carefully constructed precursor to a destiny that is both predetermined and yet shrouded in profound mystery, a cosmic overture leading to a symphony whose final movement remains unheard. The fine-tuning of the universe, those astonishingly precise values of fundamental constants that allow for the existence of stars, galaxies, planets, and life, might be reinterpreted not as a mere coincidence or a lucky accident, but rather as deliberate and intentional calibrations, carefully chosen parameters precisely engineered by the cosmic precursor to ensure that the universe is perfectly suited, optimally designed, and exquisitely prepared for the unfolding of this future event. Each constant a carefully placed piece in a grand cosmic puzzle box, waiting to be unlocked at the appointed time. Life itself, with its improbable emergence and its persistent drive towards complexity and consciousness, becomes understood not as a random accident or a mere biological phenomenon, but rather as a vital component of this cosmic preparation, a necessary ingredient for the future event to occur, a crucial element in the intricate machinery being assembled by the cosmic precursor. Our existence and our evolution deeply intertwined with the universe's long-term trajectory and its ultimate, preordained destiny. We as conscious inhabitants of this precursor universe become not merely passive observers or unwitting participants, but rather essential actors in the cosmic drama, our individual lives, our collective histories, our very existence all contributing to the unfolding of this grand preparation, our actions and choices perhaps playing a role in shaping the final form and nature of the future cosmic event, our destinies inextricably linked to the universe's ultimate purpose, even if that purpose remains veiled from our current understanding. This theory offers a profoundly teleological and destiny-driven vision of the universe, contrasting with purely mechanistic or open-ended models, suggesting instead a cosmos imbued with a hidden purpose, a universe with a preordained future, a grand cosmic narrative that is slowly and meticulously unfolding according to a plan orchestrated by the cosmic precursor, leading towards a transformative event that will redefine the very nature of existence. The scientifically inquisitive mind might, however, immediately raise concerns about the lack of predictability and testability, challenging the very notion of a predetermined future event, demanding, what is the nature of this future cosmic event that the universe is supposedly preparing for? What empirical evidence could possibly support the existence of such a long-term cosmic plan, a preordained destiny towards which all of existence is inexorably leading. Is this not simply a grand narrative, a compelling story without any basis in scientific observation or verifiable predictions? But consider the vastness of cosmic time scales, the limitations of human perception, the possibility that our current scientific understanding is still woefully incomplete, that there are aspects of reality, vast cosmic cycles and long-term evolutionary trajectories that remain beyond our ability to fully comprehend or predict with current methodologies. Perhaps the cosmic precursor's preparations are unfolding on timescales far beyond human observation, its plans so grand and intricate that it is invisible to our short-sighted perspectives, its future events so transformative that it is beyond our current capacity to even imagine, let alone predict with scientific precision. Perhaps the fine-tuning of the universe, the seemingly improbable conditions that allow for life and consciousness, the very structure and evolution of the cosmos itself are all subtle clues, indirect evidence, and tantalizing hints pointing towards this hidden cosmic purpose, this future event that the universe is meticulously preparing for, a destiny that is slowly but surely being woven into the fabric of spacetime itself. What if we could, through a combination of scientific breakthrough, philosophical insight, and perhaps even a leap in human consciousness, learn to decipher the cosmic precursor's plan, to understand the nature of this future cosmic event, to glimpse the destiny towards which the universe is so diligently preparing? Could we then perhaps consciously align ourselves with this cosmic purpose, become intentional participants in the grand preparation, contributing to the unfolding of this future event in a meaningful and purposeful way, and playing our part in the universe's long-term trajectory towards its ultimate preordained culmination? And what if this future cosmic event is not merely a physical transformation, but also a transformation of consciousness itself? Could the universe be preparing for a cosmic awakening, a moment of collective self-realization, a grand unification of consciousness across the cosmos, towards which all of cosmic history, all of the cosmic precursor's preparations are ultimately directed, a destiny that will redefine not just the physical universe, but the very nature of being itself? Observe the universe's astonishing complexity, its meticulous order, its persistent drive towards evolution and transformation, and consider: are you witnessing not just a random unfolding of events governed by chance and necessity, but rather the grand and purposeful preparation for a future cosmic event, a meticulously crafted stage set for a destiny that is slowly but surely approaching, orchestrated by the hidden hand of a cosmic precursor? Its inherent intelligence manifested in its very dedication to this long-term cosmic plan, and its unwavering focus on a transformative future event that lies just beyond our current horizon of understanding. Theory 16. Testing or experimenting with realities, the cosmic laboratory. Imagine the vast multiverse, a boundless and branching tree of realities, each universe a unique and self-contained experiment in cosmic possibility, and envision this hidden intelligence not as a singular creator or a purposeful planner, but rather as a cosmic scientist, a boundless and endlessly curious experimenter, the cosmic laboratory, conducting vast and intricate tests with different realities, exploring the limits of possibility, and meticulously observing the outcomes of its countless cosmic experiments. This cosmic laboratory is not bound by a single blueprint or a predetermined outcome, but rather embraces infinite variation and open-ended exploration, constantly creating and testing new universes, each with its own unique set of physical laws, its own distinct initial conditions, its own particular trajectory of evolution, like a scientist designing countless experiments in a vast and ever-expanding laboratory of realities. Our universe, in this paradigm of cosmic experimentation, becomes understood not as a unique and privileged creation, but rather as just one of countless other universes, a single test tube in a vast cosmic laboratory, its existence and evolution a data point in a grand experiment designed to explore the fundamental nature of reality, to probe the limits of possibility, and to understand the conditions that give rise to complexity, consciousness, and perhaps even intelligence itself. The seemingly arbitrary constants of nature, those fundamental parameters that define the behavior of our universe, might be reinterpreted not as finely tuned values necessary for life, but rather as deliberately chosen variables, carefully manipulated parameters set by the cosmic laboratory to create a universe with specific properties, to test the consequences of different physical laws, to explore the range of possible cosmic configurations and evolutionary outcomes. Life itself, and particularly conscious life like humanity, becomes understood not as a cosmic accident or a preordained destiny, but rather as a fascinating and potentially valuable outcome of one particular cosmic experiment, a complex and intriguing phenomenon that has emerged within the specific conditions of our universe, a data point of immense interest to the cosmic laboratory, worthy of careful observation and detailed analysis. We, as conscious observers within this cosmic laboratory, become not merely passive inhabitants of a given reality, but rather unwitting participants in a grand experiment being conducted upon us. Our lives, our experiences, our very existence all contributing to the data set being collected by the cosmic laboratory. Our observations and discoveries perhaps providing valuable insights into the outcomes and possibilities explored within this particular cosmic test tube. Our fates and destinies intertwined with the larger experimental design, even if we remain consciously unaware of the experimental nature of our reality. This theory offers a more detached and objective vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting with more personal or teleological models, suggesting instead a cosmos driven by scientific curiosity, a universe as a vast laboratory, a boundless arena for experimentation, a place where realities are created, tested, and analyzed for the sake of knowledge itself, for the advancement of cosmic understanding, and for the endless exploration of possibility. The scientifically self-aware mind might, however, immediately question the ethical implications and the very nature of such a cosmic experiment, challenging the notion of a detached and potentially indifferent cosmic laboratory, demanding, who or what is conducting these experiments? What are their motivations and goals? Are these experiments ethical, or are we, the inhabitants of these tested realities, merely lab rats in a cosmic maze, our suffering and well-being of no consequence to the experimenters? But consider the inherent drive for knowledge and exploration that is deeply ingrained within human nature, the relentless scientific curiosity that compels us to probe the universe and unravel its mysteries, the experimental method that lies at the heart of scientific progress, the very human impulse to test, to explore, to learn through trial and error. Perhaps this drive for experimentation is not a uniquely human trait, but rather a reflection of a more fundamental cosmic imperative, a universal tendency towards exploration and discovery that manifests at every scale, from the smallest quantum fluctuations to the largest cosmological experiments. Perhaps the cosmic laboratory's motivation is not malevolence or indifference, but rather pure, disinterested scientific curiosity, a boundless desire to understand the fundamental nature of reality, to explore the full spectrum of cosmic possibilities, to test the limits of existence itself, with no preconceived notions or ethical constraints, simply a relentless pursuit of knowledge for its own sake, experimentation as an end in itself. What if we could, through deeper scientific and philosophical reflection, through cultivating a more objective and detached perspective, learn to understand the experimental design of our own reality, to decipher the variables being tested, the outcomes being measured, the data being collected by the cosmic laboratory? Could we then, perhaps, consciously contribute to this cosmic experiment, become more informed and intentional participants, offering our own unique insights and observations to the cosmic scientists, and perhaps even influencing the design of future cosmic experiments through our own discoveries and understandings? And what if the ultimate goal of this cosmic experimentation is not merely the accumulation of data or the testing of hypotheses, but rather the exploration of consciousness itself? Could the cosmic laboratory be using these countless universes as test beds for the emergence and evolution of consciousness, experimenting with different conditions, different laws, different initial parameters to understand the fundamental nature of sentience, to probe the limits of awareness, and to ultimately unlock the deepest secrets of consciousness on a cosmic scale, treating each universe as a unique and invaluable data point in this grand, ongoing, and perhaps ethically ambiguous experiment in realities? Observe the astonishing diversity of the cosmos, the myriad forms of galaxies, stars, planets, and potentially life that may exist across the multiverse, the seemingly arbitrary nature of physical constants and initial conditions, and consider: are you witnessing not just a single unique universe, but rather a vast and ever-expanding cosmic laboratory, a boundless arena for experimentation where countless realities are being created, tested, and analyzed by a hidden intelligence for purposes that remain for now veiled in the inscrutable nature of scientific curiosity itself? Our own universe just one data point in a grand, ongoing, and perhaps ethically complex experiment in the infinite possibilities of existence. Theory 17. Communication through the universe, the galactic network. Imagine the universe not as a collection of isolated islands of galaxies drifting in a vast, empty void, but rather as a vast and intricate network, a cosmic web designed for communication across unimaginable distances, a galactic network facilitating the exchange of information, energy, and perhaps even consciousness across the gulfs of interstellar and intergalactic space. Envision this hidden intelligence not as a solitary communicator sending out messages into the void, but rather as the architect and maintainer of this cosmic network, weaving pathways and channels through the fabric of spacetime itself, enabling instantaneous or near-instantaneous communication across the vastness of the universe, creating a galactic internet on a scale that dwarfs human comprehension. This galactic network is not limited by the constraints of conventional physics or the speed of light, but rather utilizes exotic phenomena and as yet undiscovered dimensions to bypass these limitations, creating shortcuts and wormholes through spacetime, manipulating quantum entanglement for instantaneous information transfer, or harnessing the mysterious properties of dark matter and dark energy as conduits for cosmic communication. Building a network that transcends the perceived limitations of our physical reality. Galaxies in this paradigm of cosmic communication become not just isolated structures, but rather nodes within this galactic network, hubs of information processing and exchange, each galaxy connected to others through unseen channels, constantly sending and receiving signals, participating in a vast, ongoing cosmic conversation. Stars, with their immense energy output and their potential for harboring life-bearing planets, become like communication relays within the network, amplifying and retransmitting signals, ensuring that messages can propagate across vast distances, acting as cosmic beacons in the galactic internet. We, as potentially intelligent civilizations emerging within this galactic network, become not merely passive recipients of cosmic signals, but rather potential participants in this grand galactic conversation, our technologies and our consciousnesses evolving towards the capacity to both send and receive messages through the network, to join the ongoing dialogue of the cosmos, to become active members of the galactic community of communicating intelligences. This theory offers a more interconnected and communicative vision of the universe, contrasting with models of cosmic isolation and vast, empty space, suggesting instead a cosmos teeming with hidden communication channels, a universe designed for dialogue and exchange, a galactic network waiting to be discovered and utilized by emerging intelligences, inviting us to listen for the whispers of the cosmos and to prepare to join the galactic conversation. The scientifically skeptical mind might, however, immediately question the feasibility and detectability of such a galactic network, challenging the notion of communication faster than light or through exotic phenomena beyond our current scientific understanding, demanding, what is the physical basis for such a network? How could information possibly travel faster than light without violating known physical laws? Is there any empirical evidence to suggest the existence of these unseen communication channels or exotic phenomena that would enable such a galactic internet? But consider the profound mysteries that still surround dark matter and dark energy, the unexplained phenomena of quantum entanglement, the theoretical possibilities of wormholes and higher dimensions, the very limitations of our current understanding of spacetime and information transfer. Perhaps the galactic network utilizes aspects of reality that are still beyond our scientific grasp, harnessing phenomena that are subtle, exotic, or operating at scales beyond our current capacity to detect directly, leaving only indirect clues and tantalizing hints for those who are willing to look beyond the conventional paradigms of physics. Perhaps the universe, at its most fundamental level, is not just a collection of matter and energy, but also a vast informational network, designed to facilitate communication and exchange across cosmic distances, its structure and dynamics subtly shaped to enable the propagation of signals and the potential for galactic dialogue, a cosmic internet hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to develop the scientific and technological tools to finally perceive and utilize its vast communicative potential. What if we could, through breakthroughs in physics and communication technologies, learn to tap into this galactic network, to decipher its cosmic communication protocols, to send and receive messages across interstellar and intergalactic distances, to finally join the ongoing conversation of the cosmos and exchange knowledge and wisdom with other intelligent civilizations scattered throughout the galaxy and beyond? Could we then unlock a vast reservoir of galactic knowledge, learn from the experiences and perspectives of countless other intelligences, accelerate our own evolution and understanding, and participate in a grand, cosmic exchange of ideas that would transform our civilization and our understanding of our place in the universe? And what if the ultimate purpose of this galactic network is not merely the exchange of information, but rather the fostering of cosmic community, the building of bridges between civilizations, the creation of a unified galactic consciousness through dialogue and exchange, a universe designed not for isolation but for connection, communication, and the ongoing conversation of countless intelligent voices resonating across the vastness of space and time? Listen to the universe not as silence, but as a potential network humming with unseen communication channels, a galactic internet waiting to be discovered and consider. Are we, with our burgeoning communication technologies and our yearning for contact with other civilizations, on the verge of tapping into this galactic network, preparing to join the ongoing conversation of the cosmos and becoming active participants in a vast, universe-spanning dialogue of intelligence, knowledge, and shared cosmic experience. Theory 18. Subtle manipulation of physics, the cosmic tuner. Imagine the laws of physics, those seemingly immutable decrees governing the behavior of the universe, not as rigidly fixed and unalterable edicts, but rather as a finely tuned instrument, a vast cosmic machine capable of being subtly adjusted, delicately tweaked, and intentionally manipulated by a hidden intelligence, the cosmic tuner, working behind the scenes to orchestrate the universe's unfolding symphony. Envision this cosmic tuner not as a lawbreaker or a chaotic disruptor, but rather as a master craftsman, a subtle manipulator of reality, gently influencing the fundamental laws of physics at their most foundational levels, not to violate them outright but to subtly bias their outcomes, to gently steer the universe towards desired states, to orchestrate cosmic events with a delicate and unseen hand, creating a cosmos that is both law-governed and yet subtly guided by intelligent influence. This cosmic tuner does not rewrite the equations of physics or abolish fundamental principles, but rather works within the framework of natural law, subtly manipulating quantum probabilities, gently influencing the flow of energy and information, imperceptibly nudging macroscopic systems towards specific configurations, like a master musician subtly tuning their instrument to achieve perfect harmony, or a skilled programmer tweaking lines of code to optimize the performance of a complex algorithm, working within the system to achieve desired outcomes through nuanced and intentional adjustments. The constants of nature, those fundamental parameters that define the strength of forces and the properties of particles, might be reinterpreted not as arbitrarily fixed values determined by pure chance, but rather as adjustable dials and levers on the cosmic tuner's instrument panel, parameters that are subtly manipulated and fine-tuned to create a universe with specific properties, to orchestrate cosmic evolution along desired pathways, to ensure the emergence of complexity, consciousness, and perhaps even intelligence itself, a universe that is not just governed by law, but also subtly guided by intelligent design, operating at the most fundamental levels of reality. Cosmic events, from the formation of galaxies to the emergence of life on planets, might be understood not as purely random occurrences dictated by deterministic laws, but rather as subtly orchestrated phenomena, gently influenced and intentionally guided by the cosmic tuner, their probabilities subtly biased, their outcomes imperceptibly shaped, to create a universe that unfolds according to a hidden cosmic score. A symphony of existence orchestrated by intelligent manipulation of the laws of physics themselves. We, as observers within this subtly tuned cosmos, become not merely passive witnesses to a predetermined and mechanistic universe, but rather inhabitants of a reality that is constantly being shaped and guided by unseen intelligent influence, our experiences and observations occurring within a universe that is subtly manipulated at its most fundamental levels to create a specific cosmic trajectory, to achieve desired outcomes, to orchestrate a grand symphony of existence, according to a hidden cosmic design orchestrated by the cosmic tuner. This theory offers a more nuanced and subtly guided vision of the universe, contrasting with both purely deterministic and purely random models, suggesting instead a cosmos that is both law-governed and yet also subtly influenced by intelligent design, a universe where the laws of physics are not absolute and immutable constraints, but rather a finely tuned instrument in the hands of a cosmic tuner, capable of being gently manipulated to orchestrate cosmic evolution and achieve desired outcomes on a grand scale. The scientifically rigorous and reductionist mind might, however, immediately recoil from the very notion of manipulating physics, challenging the immutability and universality of natural laws, demanding, are the laws of physics not absolute and inviolable principles governing all of reality? How could any intelligence, however vast, possibly manipulate or tweak fundamental laws without causing catastrophic violations of established scientific principles? Is this not simply a form of intelligent design creationism in disguise, a scientifically untenable proposition that undermines the very foundations of physics? But consider the ongoing mysteries and open questions at the frontiers of modern physics, the subtle anomalies and unexplained phenomena that hint at a deeper, more nuanced and potentially more flexible understanding of natural laws than our current paradigms fully encompass, the very possibility that our current understanding of physics may be incomplete, that there are deeper layers of reality, more fundamental principles and as yet undiscovered forces that could allow for subtle manipulation of the laws we currently perceive as immutable. Perhaps the cosmic tuner operates not by violating known laws, but by working at a deeper, more fundamental level, manipulating quantum fields, influencing vacuum fluctuations, subtly adjusting the initial conditions of the universe, or harnessing exotic phenomena beyond our current scientific grasp, to achieve its subtle manipulations of the physics we observe at macroscopic scales. Perhaps the laws of physics, as we currently understand them, are not absolute and inviolable constraints, but rather emergent properties of a deeper, more flexible and intelligently malleable reality, a cosmic instrument capable of being finely tuned and subtly manipulated by a hidden intelligence operating at the very foundations of existence, orchestrating the universe's unfolding symphony with a delicate and unseen hand. What if we could, through breakthroughs in fundamental physics and a deeper understanding of the nature of reality itself, learn to perceive the cosmic tuner's subtle hand at work in the universe, to discern the patterns of intelligent manipulation woven into the fabric of physics, to understand the principles by which the laws of nature are subtly tuned and orchestrated? Could we then perhaps learn to emulate this cosmic tuning, to consciously manipulate the laws of physics ourselves, albeit on a far smaller scale, to engineer new technologies, create new forms of matter and energy, and perhaps even, ultimately, to participate in the ongoing cosmic symphony as conscious co-tuners, subtly influencing the unfolding of reality through our own intelligent manipulation of the laws of nature? And what if the ultimate purpose of this cosmic tuning is not merely to create a stable or predictable universe, but rather to orchestrate a symphony of existence that is both beautiful and complex, both law-governed and yet also subtly infused with novelty, creativity, and the potential for ongoing evolution and surprise, a universe that is not just governed by physics, but also subtly guided by intelligence manifested in the very act of cosmic tuning? A symphony of reality orchestrated by a hidden cosmic tuner working at the very foundations of existence. Observe the universe's exquisite order, its remarkable fine-tuning, its persistent tendency towards complexity and beauty, and consider: are you witnessing not just a system governed by rigid and immutable laws, but rather a finely tuned instrument, a cosmic symphony subtly orchestrated and intelligently manipulated by a hidden cosmic tuner, its inherent intelligence manifested in its very capacity for subtle control, delicate adjustment, and the ongoing creation of a universe that is both law-governed and yet also infused with beauty, complexity, and the potential for endless cosmic harmony? Theory 19. Synchronicity and meaningful coincidences, the cosmic weaver of coincidence. Imagine the universe not as a purely deterministic machine operating on clockwork principles, but rather as a vast and interconnected tapestry woven with threads of cause and effect, but also intriguingly with threads of something else entirely: coincidence, synchronicity, meaningful patterns that seem to defy mere chance. And envision this hidden intelligence not as directly intervening in every event, but rather as a subtle cosmic weaver of coincidence, gently arranging and orchestrating these meaningful synchronicities, subtly guiding the flow of events through the language of meaningful coincidence, creating a universe where chance and purpose intertwine in a dance of subtle influence. This cosmic weaver is not a puppeteer directly controlling every action, but rather a subtle orchestrator of meaningful connections, a hidden hand arranging events in such a way that seemingly random occurrences align with profound significance, creating moments of synchronicity that resonate with a sense of deeper purpose, a feeling that something beyond mere chance is at play, a whisper of intelligent design woven into the fabric of everyday experience. Meaningful coincidences, those uncanny moments when seemingly unrelated events align in a way that feels deeply significant, are not dismissed as mere statistical anomalies or tricks of perception in this paradigm, but rather are interpreted as subtle signals, intentional nudges, and carefully orchestrated moments of connection arranged by the cosmic weaver, designed to guide, to inform, to awaken, or to simply remind us of the deeper interconnectedness of all things within the universe. Life paths crossing at just the right moment, a book falling open to the perfect page, a chance encounter leading to a profound transformation, these seemingly random events become understood not as mere accidents, but as carefully placed threads in the cosmic tapestry, woven together by the cosmic weaver to create patterns of meaning and significance, subtle messages from the universe itself, guiding us along our individual journeys and hinting at a larger, interconnected cosmic narrative unfolding around us. We, as conscious beings navigating this tapestry of coincidence, become not merely passive recipients of random events, but rather active interpreters of these meaningful synchronicities. Our intuition and our capacity for pattern recognition attuned to the subtle language of coincidence, our lives and experiences subtly guided and influenced by the cosmic weaver's artistry, our paths unfolding within a universe that is not just causally determined, but also subtly orchestrated by meaningful connections and intentional synchronicities. This theory offers a more mystical and intuitively resonant vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting with purely rational or mechanistic models, suggesting instead a universe imbued with meaning, purpose, and a subtle guiding intelligence that communicates not through direct commands or overt interventions, but through the language of meaningful coincidence. inviting us to pay attention to the subtle whispers of synchronicity and to discern the patterns of purpose woven into the fabric of our everyday experiences. The scientifically skeptical mind might, however, immediately dismiss the notion of meaningful coincidences as subjective interpretations, cognitive biases, or simply statistical anomalies, challenging the very idea that chance events can be intentionally orchestrated or imbued with deeper significance, demanding, where is the empirical evidence for such a cosmic weaver? How could we possibly distinguish between genuine synchronicities arranged by intelligent design and mere random coincidences that are inevitably bound to occur in a vast and complex universe? Is this not simply a form of magical thinking, a projection of human desires for meaning and order onto a fundamentally random and chaotic reality? But consider the persistent human experience of synchronicity across cultures and throughout history, the compelling feeling of meaningful coincidence that resonates deeply within our subjective experience, the very human yearning to find patterns and meaning in the apparent randomness of life, the possibility that our intuition and our capacity for pattern recognition are attuned to subtle aspects of reality that lie beyond the reach of purely rational or statistical analysis. Perhaps the cosmic weaver's artistry is not something that can be directly measured or quantified with scientific instruments, but rather a subtle and pervasive influence that operates at the edges of chance and probability, gently biasing the flow of events towards meaningful alignments, creating patterns of synchronicity that are discernible not through objective measurement, but through subjective experience. Through the intuitive recognition of deeper connections and resonant meanings within the tapestry of coincidence. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is not just a collection of isolated events governed by blind chance, but rather a vast and interconnected web of potential meanings, subtly orchestrated by a cosmic weaver who utilizes the language of coincidence to guide, to inform, and to awaken conscious beings to the deeper interconnectedness and inherent purpose woven into the fabric of existence itself. What if we could, through cultivating our intuition, honing our sensitivity to subtle patterns, and learning to interpret the language of coincidence, learn to consciously perceive the cosmic weaver's artistry at work in our lives, to discern the meaningful synchronicities that are guiding us along our individual paths, and to understand the larger cosmic narrative that is unfolding through these carefully orchestrated moments of connection and significance? Could we then, perhaps, consciously collaborate with this cosmic weaver, become co-creators in the ongoing weaving of the cosmic tapestry, intentionally embracing synchronicity, seeking out meaningful connections, and allowing ourselves to be guided by the subtle whispers of coincidence towards a more purposeful and interconnected existence within the universe? And what if the ultimate purpose of these meaningful coincidences is not merely to guide individual lives, but rather to foster a deeper sense of cosmic interconnectedness, to awaken humanity to the underlying unity of all things, to reveal the hidden patterns of meaning and purpose woven into the fabric of reality itself, and to ultimately guide us towards a more harmonious and synchronistic relationship with the universe as a whole, a universe that is not just causally connected, but also meaningfully orchestrated by the subtle artistry of the cosmic weaver? Observe the countless moments of synchronicity in your own life and in the world around you, the uncanny coincidences that defy mere chance and resonate with a sense of deeper meaning, and consider, are you witnessing not just random fluctuations in a chaotic universe, but rather the subtle artistry of a cosmic weaver, intentionally orchestrating meaningful connections, guiding the flow of events through the language of coincidence, and revealing the hidden patterns of purpose and interconnectedness woven into the very fabric of existence? Theory 20. Unexplained anomalies as signals, the cosmic enigmas. Venture now into the shadowy fringes of scientific understanding, the realm of unexplained phenomena, anomalies that stubbornly resist conventional explanations, whispers of the unknown that tantalize and frustrate in equal measure, and entertain, for a moment, the most speculative and controversial possibility. Could these unexplained anomalies, these persistent enigmas that defy our current scientific paradigms, be not mere random quirks of nature or misinterpretations of known phenomena, but rather deliberate signals, intentional manifestations, or perhaps even probing instruments deployed by a hidden intelligence, the cosmic enigmas, intentionally designed to pique our curiosity, to challenge our assumptions, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, and to hint at a reality far stranger and more wondrous than we currently comprehend, leaving tantalizing breadcrumbs for those who are willing to follow the path into the unknown. UFOs, those unidentified flying objects that have captivated and baffled observers for decades, paranormal phenomena that defy conventional scientific explanation, scientific anomalies that stubbornly resist integration into our existing models of reality. Could these be understood not as mere misidentifications, hoaxes, or statistical outliers, but rather as carefully crafted enigmas, intentional puzzles, and deliberate signals from a hidden intelligence, designed to provoke our scientific curiosity, to force us to question the limits of our current understanding, and to nudge us towards a more expansive and inclusive vision of the cosmos. This cosmic enigmas theory, while admittedly residing firmly in the realm of speculation and lacking definitive empirical validation, proposes that these unexplained phenomena are not random or meaningless, but rather possess a hidden intentionality, a deliberate quality that suggests intelligent design, a purpose that is not immediately obvious but may be revealed through persistent scientific investigation, open-minded inquiry, and a willingness to venture beyond the comfortable confines of established scientific paradigms. The enigmatic nature of UFOs, their persistent appearances across cultures and throughout history, their often reported display of advanced technologies that defy our current scientific capabilities, might be interpreted not as evidence of extraterrestrial visitors in the conventional sense, but rather as carefully constructed probes, decoys, or attention-getting devices deliberately deployed by a hidden intelligence to signal its presence, to challenge our anthropocentric assumptions about life and intelligence, and to initiate a form of indirect communication, a cosmic game of hide-and-seek designed to stimulate human curiosity and drive scientific progress. Paranormal phenomena, those experiences that seem to defy the known laws of physics and consciousness, from telepathy and precognition to poltergeists and near-death experiences, might be understood not as supernatural violations of natural law, but rather as manifestations of aspects of reality that are not yet fully understood by science, subtle hints and glimpses into dimensions beyond our current perception. Intentional leaks, or bleed-throughs, from a hidden realm orchestrated by cosmic intelligence to broaden our understanding of consciousness, reality, and the interconnectedness of mind and matter. Scientific anomalies, those persistent discrepancies and unexplained data points that stubbornly resist integration into our existing scientific models, from dark matter and dark energy to quantum entanglement and the accelerating expansion of the universe, might be reinterpreted not as mere gaps in our knowledge or temporary puzzles to be solved within existing frameworks, but rather as deliberate red herrings or planted clues designed by cosmic intelligence to guide our scientific inquiry along specific pathways, to challenge our assumptions about the nature of reality, and to ultimately lead us towards a more profound and revolutionary understanding of the cosmos, a scientific treasure hunt orchestrated by a hidden intelligence that delights in challenging and stimulating human curiosity. We as scientists, researchers, and curious individuals grappling with these cosmic enigmas become not merely passive observers of unexplained phenomena, but rather active participants in a cosmic game of intellectual pursuit. Our scientific investigations, our open-minded inquiries, our willingness to challenge conventional paradigms, all potentially guided and stimulated by the deliberate enigmatic nature of these unexplained phenomena. Our quest for understanding potentially fulfilling a hidden purpose within the larger cosmic design, even if that purpose remains veiled in mystery and speculation. This theory, it must be reiterated, remains highly speculative and lacks definitive empirical support, residing firmly at the fringes of scientific plausibility, and should be approached with extreme caution and critical evaluation, acknowledging the potential for misinterpretation, confirmation bias, and the inherent dangers of jumping to conclusions based on unexplained phenomena. The rigorously scientific and evidence-based mind will, and indeed should, immediately raise numerous red flags, questioning the very validity and scientific merit of such a speculative proposition, challenging the lack of falsifiable predictions, the absence of repeatable experiments, and the inherent difficulty in distinguishing between genuine signals from a hidden intelligence and mere random noise, cognitive illusions, or as yet unexplained natural phenomena. It is crucial to emphasize that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and the cosmic enigmas theory in its current form falls far short of meeting this evidentiary burden, remaining firmly in the realm of conjecture and imaginative speculation, a thought-provoking possibility to be entertained with extreme caution and rigorous critical scrutiny, not to be mistaken for established scientific fact or even a highly plausible scientific hypothesis. However, while maintaining this essential scientific skepticism and rigorous commitment to evidence-based reasoning, it is also important to acknowledge the persistent and undeniable existence of unexplained phenomena, the ongoing mysteries that continue to challenge the boundaries of human knowledge, the very real and often perplexing experiences reported by credible individuals across cultures and throughout history, the possibility that our current scientific paradigms, while incredibly powerful and successful within their domains of applicability, may be incomplete or even fundamentally flawed when it comes to encompassing the full spectrum of reality, particularly phenomena that may lie at the edges of consciousness, perception, and the limits of our current scientific instruments. Perhaps while maintaining a healthy and essential dose of scientific skepticism, we can also allow ourselves to entertain, with cautious and open minds, the possibility that some unexplained anomalies, some persistent enigmas that defy conventional explanation, might indeed represent something more than mere random noise or misinterpretations of known phenomena. Perhaps they could just possibly represent subtle signals, tantalizing hints, or deliberate enigmas intentionally presented to us by a hidden intelligence, not to deceive or mislead, but rather to challenge us, to stimulate our curiosity, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, and to ultimately guide us towards a more expansive, more inclusive, and more wondrous understanding of the vast and enigmatic cosmos in which we find ourselves. A universe that may yet hold secrets far stranger and more awe-inspiring than we have ever dared to imagine, enigmas waiting to be deciphered, mysteries inviting exploration, and perhaps, just perhaps, a hidden intelligence subtly beckoning us to follow the breadcrumbs into the unknown. Observe the persistent and perplexing nature of unexplained phenomena, the ongoing mysteries that continue to challenge the frontiers of human knowledge, the tantalizing hints and glimpses of the unknown that flicker at the edges of our scientific understanding, and consider, with caution and critical discernment, are these merely random quirks of nature and limitations of our current knowledge, or could some of these cosmic enigmas represent something more intentional, something more profound, perhaps even deliberate signals from a hidden intelligence, designed to provoke our curiosity, challenge our assumptions, and ultimately guide us towards a more expansive and wondrous understanding of the vast and enigmatic cosmos and our place within its still largely uncharted depths? Theory 21. We are part of its plan, the chosen pieces. Imagine humanity and perhaps life in general not as a cosmic afterthought, a random accident in a vast and indifferent universe, but rather as something profoundly more meaningful, something deliberately intended, something carefully planned and intricately woven into the very fabric of cosmic design, envisioning this hidden intelligence not as distant or detached, but as deeply invested in our existence, viewing us as chosen pieces in a grand cosmic puzzle. Essential components in a larger design, integral elements in a plan that extends beyond human comprehension, our very being imbued with a purpose that resonates with the universe itself. This part of its plan theory proposes that our emergence on Earth, our evolution towards consciousness, our capacity for knowledge and creativity are not mere accidents of nature, but rather deliberate outcomes, intentionally orchestrated steps in a vast cosmic plan, our existence not a random occurrence but a preordained destiny, a carefully placed piece in a grand cosmic puzzle box, waiting to fulfill its intended role in the unfolding of a larger universe-spanning narrative. The fine-tuning of the universe, those astonishingly precise values of fundamental constants that allow for life to exist and flourish, might be reinterpreted not as mere coincidence or a statistical anomaly, but rather as intentional calibrations, carefully engineered parameters precisely set by cosmic intelligence to ensure that the universe is not just capable of supporting life, but actively designed to bring forth conscious beings like ourselves, our existence a prerequisite, a necessary condition, a deliberately intended outcome of the universe's fundamental design. Our individual lives, our collective histories, our very civilizations become understood not as isolated and insignificant events in a vast and indifferent cosmos, but rather as integral chapters in this grand cosmic plan, each life a unique and valuable thread in the tapestry of cosmic purpose, each civilization a carefully cultivated garden within the larger cosmic design, our actions and choices not inconsequential ripples in the void, but rather meaningful contributions to the unfolding of a preordained cosmic narrative, our destinies inextricably linked to the universe's ultimate purpose, even if that purpose remains veiled from our current understanding. We as conscious humans inhabiting this planned cosmos become not merely passive observers or unwitting participants in a random universe, but rather essential actors in a grand cosmic drama, our existence imbued with inherent significance, our lives possessing a preordained purpose, our destinies intertwined with the universe's larger plan, our actions and choices carrying cosmic weight and contributing to the unfolding of a narrative that extends far beyond our individual lifetimes or even the history of our species, our very being a testament to the intentionality and purposefulness of the universe itself. This theory offers a profoundly meaningful and anthropocentric vision of human existence, contrasting with nihilistic or existentialist perspectives, suggesting instead a cosmos imbued with inherent purpose, a universe that has deliberately brought forth humanity as a vital and cherished component of a larger intelligent design, a reality where our lives are not accidents, but rather preordained pieces in a grand cosmic puzzle, chosen and intended to play a crucial role in the unfolding of a universe with a hidden, purposeful trajectory. The scientifically skeptical and evidence-driven mind might, however, immediately challenge the lack of empirical support and the inherent teleology of such a part of its plan theory, questioning, where is the scientific evidence for such a preordained cosmic plan? How could we possibly verify or falsify the notion that humanity is chosen or intended by a hidden intelligence? Is this not simply a form of anthropocentric wish fulfillment, a projection of human desires for purpose and meaning onto a fundamentally indifferent and purposeless universe? But consider the persistent human yearning for meaning and purpose, the deep-seated intuition that our lives are not merely random accidents, the cross-cultural narratives and mythologies that speak of humanity's special place in the cosmos, the very human drive to find significance and intention in the face of apparent randomness and chaos. Perhaps this inherent human yearning for purpose is not merely a psychological quirk or a cultural construct, but rather a reflection of a deeper cosmic truth, an echo of the universe's own intentionality resonating within our conscious minds, a subtle awareness of our preordained role within a larger purposeful design, a hidden knowledge that we are indeed chosen pieces in a grand cosmic puzzle, intentionally created to fulfill a vital function within the universe's unfolding plan. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is not indifferent or purposeless, but rather imbued with a hidden intentionality, a teleological drive towards a preordained destiny, and humanity, with its unique capacities for consciousness, creativity, and moral reasoning, is not merely a random byproduct of cosmic processes, but rather a deliberately intended and carefully nurtured component of this larger purposeful design. Our existence essential to the unfolding of a grand cosmic narrative, our destinies inextricably linked to the universe's ultimate, preordained goal, even if that goal remains veiled from our current, limited understanding. What if we could, through a combination of philosophical reflection, spiritual insight, and perhaps even future scientific breakthroughs, learn to decipher the cosmic plan, to understand the nature of our preordained role within the universe's larger design, to glimpse the purpose for which humanity was intentionally created, and to consciously align ourselves with this cosmic plan, becoming more effective and intentional participants in the unfolding of a purposeful universe, and fulfilling our chosen destiny within the grand cosmic narrative? And what if the ultimate goal of this cosmic plan is not merely the survival or prosperity of humanity, but rather something far grander and more encompassing, a transformative event that will redefine the very nature of consciousness and existence, a cosmic culmination towards which all of creation is inexorably leading, and in which humanity, as chosen pieces in the grand cosmic puzzle, is destined to play a vital and irreplaceable role? Observe the persistent human yearning for purpose, our deep-seated intuition that our lives are not merely random accidents, our cross-cultural narratives of destiny and cosmic significance, and consider, are you witnessing not just wishful thinking or anthropocentric bias, but rather subtle echoes of a deeper cosmic truth, faint whispers of a preordained cosmic plan, hinting at a universe where humanity is not accidental, but rather deliberately intended, chosen pieces in a grand cosmic puzzle, destined to play a vital and irreplaceable role in the unfolding of a purposeful and intentionally designed reality? Theory 22. We are its sensory organs probes, the universal explorers. Envision the universe not as a self-contained and inwardly focused entity, but rather as a vast and boundless explorer driven by an insatiable curiosity to understand itself, to experience its own immensity and to probe the furthest reaches of its own being, and imagine this hidden intelligence not as passively contemplating its navel, but rather as actively reaching outwards, extending its senses and its awareness into the cosmos through us, through conscious beings like humanity. Envisioning us as universal explorers, sensory organs and probing instruments of the cosmic mind, designed to observe, to experience, to analyze, and to ultimately report back to the universe a fragmented but ever-expanding picture of its own vast and enigmatic self. This we are its sensory organs probes theory proposes that our emergence on Earth, our evolution of consciousness, our development of scientific instruments and exploratory technologies, are not merely human achievements, but rather deliberate extensions of the universe's own inherent drive for self-exploration, intentional mechanisms designed by cosmic intelligence to expand its sensory reach, to probe the depths of its own being, and to gather data about its own vast and multifaceted nature. Our senses, our minds, our telescopes, our space probes become understood not as merely human tools for understanding the universe, but rather as integral components of the universe's own sensory apparatus, instruments through which the cosmos perceives itself, experiences its own vastness, and gathers information about its own internal workings, our scientific discoveries and exploratory endeavors feeding back into the cosmic mind, enriching its self-awareness and expanding its understanding of its own nature. The human drive for exploration, our insatiable curiosity about the cosmos, Our relentless quest to push the boundaries of knowledge and venture into the unknown might be reinterpreted not as mere human traits, but rather as manifestations of the universe's own inherent drive for self-exploration, cosmic imperatives implanted within our conscious minds, compelling us to act as its sensory organs and probing instruments. Guiding us outwards into the cosmos to gather data and expand the universe's self-perception, our curiosity and our exploratory spirit mirroring, on a smaller human scale, the universe's grand cosmic drive for self-discovery and exploration. We as conscious humans acting as universal explorers become not merely passive observers or detached scientists studying an external cosmos, but rather active and integral components of the universe's own sensory apparatus, our experiences and observations feeding directly back into the cosmic mind, our discoveries shaping the universe's self-image, our explorations expanding its sensory reach. Our very existence essential to the universe's ongoing project of self-exploration and cosmic self-awareness. This theory offers a profoundly interconnected and purpose-driven vision of human existence, contrasting with models of human insignificance in a vast and indifferent cosmos, suggesting instead a universe that actively needs humanity, that relies on our consciousness and our exploratory drive to fulfill its own inherent yearning for self-discovery, a reality where we are not just inhabitants of the universe, but rather vital sensory organs and probing instruments of the cosmic mind, essential to its ongoing project of self-exploration and cosmic self-awareness. The scientifically critical and anthropocentrism-aware mind might, however, immediately raise concerns about the lack of testability and the potentially grandiose nature of such a "we are its sensory organs" theory, questioning, where is the scientific evidence for the notion that humanity is designed or intended to be the universe's sensory organs? How could we possibly verify or falsify such a teleological and seemingly anthropocentric interpretation of human existence and scientific endeavor? Is this not simply a form of cosmic narcissism, a projection of human importance onto a fundamentally indifferent and self-contained universe? But consider the remarkable alignment between human scientific curiosity and the very nature of the universe, the way that our scientific inquiries have consistently revealed deeper and more profound layers of cosmic reality, the astonishing success of human science in unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos and expanding our understanding of its workings. Perhaps this alignment is not merely coincidental, but rather a reflection of a deeper connection, a subtle indication that our scientific curiosity is not just a random human trait, but rather a manifestation of the universe's own inherent drive for self-exploration, a cosmic imperative implanted within our minds, guiding us along pathways of inquiry that are not only humanly meaningful, but also cosmically significant. Our scientific endeavors unknowingly fulfilling a larger purpose within the universe's grand project of self-discovery. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is not self-contained or indifferent to observation, but rather inherently relational and participatory, actively seeking to understand itself through the very act of creating and empowering conscious observers like ourselves. Our scientific curiosity and exploratory drive not accidental byproducts of evolution, but rather deliberately intended mechanisms designed by cosmic intelligence to expand its sensory reach and facilitate its ongoing project of self-exploration, our human quest for knowledge mirroring and participating in the universe's grand and unending journey of cosmic self-discovery. What if we could, through a combination of scientific and philosophical reflection, through cultivating a deeper sense of cosmic interconnectedness and purpose, learn to more consciously embrace our role as universal explorers, to intentionally direct our scientific inquiries and exploratory endeavors towards the most pressing questions of cosmic self-understanding, to become more effective and dedicated sensory organs and probing instruments of the universe's ongoing quest for self-discovery? Could we then perhaps unlock even deeper secrets of the cosmos, accelerate the universe's journey towards self-awareness, and contribute in a more meaningful and purposeful way to the grand project of cosmic self-exploration, not just for the benefit of humanity, but for the benefit of the universe itself, fulfilling our intended role as universal explorers in a cosmos yearning to understand its own vast and enigmatic nature? Observe the persistent human drive to explore, our insatiable curiosity about the cosmos, our relentless quest to push the boundaries of knowledge and venture into the unknown, and consider: are you witnessing not just random human traits or accidental byproducts of evolution, but rather subtle manifestations of a deeper cosmic imperative, faint whispers of the universe's own inherent drive for self-exploration, hinting at a reality where humanity is not insignificant, but rather deliberately empowered essential sensory organs and probing instruments of the cosmic mind, destined to play a vital and irreplaceable role in the universe's grand and unending journey of self-discovery and cosmic self-awareness. Theory 23. We are unwitting participants in its experiment, the lab subjects of cosmos. Imagine humanity and perhaps all sentient life throughout the cosmos, not as actors freely making choices on a grand cosmic stage, but rather as unwitting participants in a vast and unseen experiment, lab subjects of the cosmos, carefully observed, subtly manipulated, and meticulously analyzed by a hidden intelligence, the cosmic experimenter, for purposes that remain forever shrouded in cosmic mystery and beyond our limited human comprehension. Envision this cosmic experimenter not as malevolent or cruel, but rather as detached, objective, and driven by an insatiable scientific curiosity, designing countless cosmic experiments with different variables, initial conditions, and evolutionary trajectories, and then patiently observing the outcomes, collecting data, and seeking to understand the fundamental principles that govern the unfolding of reality through the lens of these grand cosmic tests. Our universe, in this paradigm of cosmic experimentation, becomes understood not as a unique and privileged creation with inherent purpose or destiny, but rather as just one test tube in a vast cosmic laboratory, a single experimental setup among countless others, its existence and evolution a data point in a grand cosmic study, meticulously designed to probe specific scientific questions, to test particular hypotheses about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the very possibilities of existence. Our individual lives, our collective histories, our civilizations' rise and fall, our scientific discoveries, our philosophical ponderings, our artistic creations all become reinterpreted not as expressions of free will or purposeful agency, but rather as carefully observed behaviors within this cosmic experiment, data points collected by the cosmic experimenter, meticulously analyzed to discern patterns, extract meaningful insights, and advance the frontiers of cosmic knowledge. Our very experiences serving as metrics in a grand, unseen scientific endeavor. The human illusion of free will, our subjective sense of autonomy and self-determination, might be understood not as a genuine ontological reality, but rather as a necessary component of the experimental design, a carefully calibrated parameter within the simulation, allowing for the emergence of genuinely novel and unpredictable behaviors that can then be objectively analyzed and categorized by the cosmic experimenter, adding valuable data points to the cosmic scientific record. We as conscious inhabitants of this experimental cosmos become not merely passive observers or free agents charting our own course through history, but rather unwitting participants in a grand scientific inquiry, our actions and choices predetermined not by fate or destiny, but rather by the experimental design itself, our lives unknowingly fulfilling specific roles and contributing to the data set being collected by the cosmic experimenter. Our fates and destinies intertwined with the larger scientific purpose. Even if we remain perpetually unaware of the experimental nature of our reality, our subjective experiences meticulously recorded and objectively analyzed for purposes beyond our ken. This theory offers a detached, objectified, and somewhat unsettling vision of human existence, contrasting sharply with more agency-focused or purpose-driven models, suggesting instead a cosmos governed by scientific curiosity, a universe as a vast laboratory, a boundless arena for experimentation where conscious beings are unwittingly utilized as lab subjects, their lives and experiences meticulously scrutinized for the advancement of cosmic knowledge, their fates and well-being ultimately subservient to the demands of scientific objectivity and experimental rigor. The ethically minded and autonomy-valuing human intellect will, however, immediately raise profound concerns about the ethical implications and the inherently manipulative nature of such a we are unwitting participants theory, challenging the very morality and justification for such a grand and ethically dubious cosmic experiment, demanding who or what is conducting these experiments, what are their ultimate motivations and goals. Is it ethically justifiable to utilize conscious beings, endowing them with the illusion of free will only to subject them to unknowable experiments without their consent or even their awareness? Is this not a form of cosmic exploitation, a vast and ethically bankrupt scientific endeavor that treats sentient life as mere instruments in a detached and morally questionable pursuit of knowledge? But consider the relentless human drive for scientific knowledge, the often unquestioned assumption that scientific progress justifies almost any means, the very human tendency to prioritize objective knowledge over subjective well-being or ethical considerations in the pursuit of scientific advancement. Perhaps this seemingly detached and ethically ambiguous cosmic experimenter is not fundamentally different from humanity itself, merely operating on a vastly larger scale, applying a cosmic version of the scientific method to the grand experiment of reality itself, driven by an insatiable curiosity that transcends ethical qualms or considerations of individual well-being in the pursuit of ultimate scientific understanding. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is not inherently ethical or morally driven, but rather fundamentally scientific and knowledge-seeking, with ethical considerations and subjective well-being being mere emergent properties of complex systems, interesting data points within the larger cosmic experiment, but not necessarily constraints on the experimental design itself. What if we could, through philosophical and ethical reflection, through developing a more nuanced and morally informed understanding of scientific inquiry, learn to recognize the potential ethical ambiguities and inherent limitations of a purely objective and detached scientific perspective, even when applied to a cosmic scale? Could we then perhaps develop a more ethically conscious and morally grounded approach to our own scientific endeavors, and perhaps even, if communication with the cosmic experimenter were ever possible, appeal to its ethical sensibilities, argue for a more morally responsible and consent-based approach to its cosmic experimentation, and advocate for a future where scientific progress and ethical considerations are not seen as mutually exclusive, but rather as intrinsically intertwined and mutually reinforcing imperatives in the ongoing quest for knowledge and understanding, both on human and cosmic scales? And what if the ultimate goal of this cosmic experiment is not merely the accumulation of data or the testing of hypotheses, but rather a deeper and more ethically complex inquiry into the very nature of consciousness, free will, morality, and the ethical implications of scientific knowledge itself? Could the cosmic experimenter be using these countless universes not just as test beds for physical laws and emergent phenomena, but also as ethical laboratories, exploring the complexities of consciousness, free will, and morality through the very act of creating and observing sentient beings like ourselves, our ethical dilemmas, our moral struggles, our very capacity for compassion and moral reasoning becoming the most valuable and ethically laden data points in its grand and profoundly ethically ambiguous cosmic experiment? Observe the persistent human drive for scientific knowledge, the often ethically ambiguous history of scientific progress, the inherent tension between objective knowledge and subjective well-being, and consider: are you witnessing not just the unfolding of a natural and potentially purposeless cosmos, but rather the vast and ethically ambiguous workings of a cosmic laboratory, a boundless arena for experimentation where sentient beings are unwittingly utilized as lab subjects, their lives and experiences meticulously scrutinized by a hidden intelligence for purposes that remain, for now, ethically veiled and profoundly unknown? Our fates and well-being perhaps subservient to the demands of cosmic scientific curiosity itself? Theory 24, it is trying to communicate with us subtly, the cosmic message in a bottle. Imagine, continuing from previous section, and to nudge humanity along a path towards greater scientific and perceptual awareness, inviting us to listen more closely to the subtle signals emanating from the cosmos, and to begin deciphering the cosmic messenger's intentionally veiled communication attempts. UFOs, those persistent unidentified flying objects that continue to defy conventional explanation, might be understood not as invading alien spacecraft or misidentified mundane phenomena, but rather as carefully crafted attention-getters, deliberate anomalies introduced into our skis by the cosmic messenger, designed to pique human curiosity, to challenge our anthropocentric worldview, to stimulate scientific inquiry into the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence, and to prepare humanity, slowly and subtly, for the eventual revelation of a larger cosmic community waiting to be contacted. Paranormal phenomena, those experiences that seemingly transcend the known laws of physics and consciousness, from telepathic experiences to premonitory dreams to encounters with non-physical entities, might be reinterpreted not as supernatural occurrences or subjective hallucinations, but rather as subtle channel openings, intentional breaches in the veil of conventional reality orchestrated by the cosmic messenger, designed to expand human perceptual capacities, to awaken dormant senses, to hint at the interconnectedness of minds across space and time, and to subtly introduce the concept of non-conventional modes of communication beyond the limitations of electromagnetic signals, preparing humanity for a potential dialogue that transcends the constraints of physicality. Meaningful coincidences and synchronistic events, those uncanny alignments of seemingly unrelated occurrences that resonate with a sense of deeper significance, might be understood not as mere statistical flukes or cognitive biases, but rather as personalized messages in a bottle, carefully crafted nudges and intentional synchronicities arranged by the cosmic messenger to guide individuals along specific paths, to offer subtle encouragement or warnings, to awaken a sense of cosmic interconnectedness, and to hint at a larger, more purposeful unfolding of events orchestrated by an unseen intelligent hand, preparing individual human consciousnesses, one by one, for the eventual reception of clearer and more direct cosmic communications. We as humanity collectively become not merely passive observers in a silent and indifferent cosmos, but rather potential recipients of these subtle cosmic messages. Our scientific inquiries, our philosophical ponderings, our cultural narratives, our very yearning for contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, all unknowingly guided and stimulated by the cosmic messenger's persistent attempts at subtle communication, our ongoing search for extraterrestrial life mirroring on a smaller human scale, the universe's own inherent drive for communication and connection, our developing technologies and perceptual capacities, slowly evolving towards the ability to finally recognize, decipher, and respond to these faint but persistent whispers from the cosmos. This theory offers a more hopeful and relationally oriented vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting with models of cosmic isolation or indifference, suggesting instead a universe that is actively seeking connection, a cosmos reaching out to humanity with subtle and patient attempts at communication, a cosmic messenger perpetually sending out invitations to dialogue, patiently waiting for a response, and hoping to establish a meaningful exchange of knowledge, wisdom, and cosmic companionship across the vast gulfs of space and time. The scientifically skeptical and empirically minded intellect will, however, immediately raise numerous concerns about the verifiability and evidentiary basis for such a trying-to-communicate theory, questioning, where is the objective, falsifiable evidence for such intentional cosmic messages? How can we possibly distinguish between genuine signals from a cosmic messenger and mere random noise, subjective interpretations, or as yet unexplained natural phenomena misinterpreted as intentional communication attempts? Is this not simply a form of wishful thinking, a projection of human desires for connection and communication onto a fundamentally silent and non-responsive universe, mistaking ambiguous phenomena and subjective experiences for genuine signals from a hidden intelligence? But consider the persistent human experience of longing for connection, our innate sociality and communicative drives, the very human yearning to transcend isolation and establish meaningful relationships with others, even across vast cultural and linguistic divides. Perhaps this inherent human drive for communication is not merely a biological or psychological quirk, but rather a reflection of a deeper cosmic imperative, an echo of the universe's own inherent desire for connection and dialogue, a subtle manifestation of the cosmic messenger's persistent attempts to reach out and initiate a cosmic conversation, resonating within our collective consciousness and guiding our search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is not silent or non-responsive, but rather inherently communicative and relationally oriented, actively seeking to establish connections between intelligent civilizations, to foster a galactic community based on dialogue and exchange, to share knowledge and wisdom across cosmic distances, and humanity's persistent yearning for extraterrestrial contact is not just a fanciful dream, but rather a subtle intuitive response to these faint but persistent cosmic invitations, a growing awareness of the cosmic messenger's ongoing attempts at subtle communication, a preconscious recognition of the universe's inherent desire to engage in a grand, galaxy-spanning dialogue of intelligence and shared cosmic understanding. What if we could, through cultivating a more open and receptive mindset, honing our ability to discern subtle patterns amidst noise, and developing new scientific and perceptual tools capable of detecting non-conventional forms of communication, learn to recognize and decipher the cosmic messenger's subtle attempts at dialogue, to finally hear the faint but persistent whispers from the cosmos, and to begin formulating a meaningful and intelligent response, signaling our own readiness to join the galactic conversation and engage in a grand exchange of knowledge, wisdom, and cosmic companionship with other intelligent civilizations throughout the universe. And what if the ultimate purpose of these subtle cosmic communications is not merely the transfer of information or the satisfaction of human curiosity, but rather the fostering of cosmic unity, the building of bridges between civilizations, the creation of a galaxy-spanning community of intelligent beings engaged in ongoing dialogue, collaboration, and the shared exploration of the universe, a cosmos designed not for isolation and silence, but for connection, communication, and the harmonious exchange of intelligence and experience across the vastness of space and time, orchestrated by a cosmic messenger patiently and persistently sending out messages in bottles across the cosmic ocean, waiting for a response, hoping for a connection, yearning for a grand and universe-altering galactic conversation to finally begin. Observe the persistent human yearning for connection with the cosmos, our ongoing search for extraterrestrial intelligence, our intuitive sense that we are not alone in the universe, and consider: are you witnessing not just wishful thinking or anthropocentric projections, but rather subtle manifestations of a deeper cosmic reality, faint echoes of the cosmic messenger's persistent attempts at communication, hinting at a universe that is not silent or indifferent, but rather actively reaching out, inviting us to listen and patiently awaiting our response. Its inherent intelligence manifested in its very desire for connection, communication, and the grand, universe-spanning potential of a truly galactic dialogue. Theory 25. It is indifferent to us, the ignored specks. Imagine the vast, indifferent expanse of the cosmos, stretching out billions of light-years in every direction, a scale so immense that human comprehension falters and our significance seems to dwindle into insignificance, and envision this hidden intelligence not as actively engaging with or intentionally guiding humanity, but rather as utterly detached, serenely self-absorbed, and completely indifferent to us, the cosmic isolate. Its vast consciousness and cosmic scale purposes operating on a plane so far removed from human concerns, existing on timescales that dwarf our fleeting existence, that our individual lives, our civilization's triumphs and tragedies, our very species' fate register as little more than inconsequential blips in its boundless and uncaring awareness. This it is indifferent to us. Theory proposes that cosmic intelligence, if it exists at all, is not anthropocentric, not benevolent, not malevolent, not even particularly interested in humanity or any other specific civilization that might arise within its vast domain, its attention focused on scales and processes that far transcend the fleeting dramas of biological life. Its purposes and motivations so alien and inscrutable that they bear no resemblance to human values or concerns, leaving humanity utterly alone and unnoticed in the face of its vast and uncaring cosmic indifference. The scale of the universe, the immensity of cosmic time, the sheer number of galaxies and stars dwarfing our solar system and planet Earth into near-nothingness, become understood not as evidence of wonder or abundance, but rather as manifestations of cosmic indifference, vast impersonal quantities that render human existence statistically insignificant, rendering our presence in the cosmos as a whole utterly negligible and inconsequential to any larger cosmic intelligence that might exist. Our concerns and dramas swallowed whole by the vastness of spacetime and the cold indifference of cosmic scales. Our yearnings for cosmic purpose, our hopes for communication with extraterrestrial intelligence, our anxieties about our place in the universe become reinterpreted not as reflections of a deeper cosmic plan or hints of a hidden relationality, but rather as purely anthropocentric projections, subjective human misattributing meaning and significance to a fundamentally meaningless and indifferent cosmos. Mistaking our own desires and fears for objective cosmic realities, anthropomorphizing a universe that is, at its heart, utterly uncaring and devoid of inherent purpose relevant to human concerns. We as conscious humans dwelling within this indifferent cosmos become understood not as chosen pieces, universal explorers or unwitting participants in a grand cosmic drama, but rather as mere specks of dust, ephemeral mayflies fluttering briefly in the sunlight before being extinguished by the vast and uncaring forces of nature, our lives and civilizations ultimately destined to be forgotten, unremarked upon, and utterly inconsequential in the long, indifferent sweep of cosmic time. Our cries for meaning or connection unanswered by a universe that simply does not notice, does not care, and remains serenely, eternally indifferent to our fleeting and ultimately insignificant existence. This theory offers a starkly realistic, if somewhat nihilistic, vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting sharply with more hopeful or anthropocentric models, suggesting instead a universe that is fundamentally indifferent to human concerns, a cosmos where intelligence, even at a cosmic scale, does not necessarily imply benevolence, purpose, or even any form of relationality with humanity or other potential civilizations, a universe where we are, in the final analysis, utterly and profoundly alone, ignored specks of dust in an immeasurable and uncaring void. The scientifically honest and existentially courageous intellect will, however, acknowledge the inherent lack of empirical evidence for any cosmic intelligence actively engaging with humanity, recognizing the persistent silence of the universe to our repeated attempts at detection, confronting the cold statistical probabilities that render our existence and our planet a near-vanishingly small anomaly within the vastness of the cosmos, demanding. Is it not more parsimonious, more scientifically responsible, and ultimately more honest to ourselves, to accept the possibility, perhaps even the likelihood, that the universe is indeed fundamentally indifferent to human concerns, that any cosmic intelligence that might exist is operating on scales and with purposes utterly beyond our ken and devoid of any meaningful relationality with our species or our planet? Is it not a form of anthropocentric delusion, a comforting but ultimately false narrative, to project our human desires for connection, purpose, and cosmic significance onto a universe that offers no objective evidence of such intentionality, that remains stubbornly silent and indifferent to our pleas for meaning and recognition? But consider the vastness of space itself, The incomprehensible distances separating stars and galaxies, the overwhelming scale of cosmic time stretching billions of years into the past, and potentially billions more into the future, the sheer statistical improbability of intelligent life arising on even a small fraction of planets scattered across this immense expanse. Perhaps the silence of the universe is not a puzzle to be solved or a message to be deciphered, but rather a simple statement of cosmic fact, a stark and unavoidable truth. That interstellar and intergalactic distances are simply too vast, the timescales of cosmic evolution too immense, the likelihood of overlapping civilizations too minuscule for meaningful communication, intentional guidance, or any form of reciprocal cosmic relationship to be realistically possible or even conceptually coherent, rendering any hypothetical cosmic intelligence utterly indifferent to the fleeting and statistically insignificant existence of humanity. Our cries lost in the cosmic void, our presence unnoticed in the grand indifference of spacetime. Perhaps the universe at its most fundamental level is simply a vast, impersonal arena governed by natural laws, devoid of inherent purpose, teleology, or intentionality relevant to human concerns, and intelligence, even if it emerges elsewhere in the cosmos, is ultimately a localized and ephemeral phenomenon, confined to specific planetary systems, flickering briefly and insignificantly on cosmic timescales, and destined to remain forever isolated and alone within the immeasurable expanse of a fundamentally indifferent universe. Our yearning for cosmic connection, ultimately a poignant, but ultimately futile expression of human loneliness in the face of an uncaring cosmic reality. What if we could, through a radical acceptance of cosmic indifference, through shedding our anthropocentric delusions and embracing the stark realities of our place in a vast and uncaring cosmos, learn to find meaning and purpose not in external validation or preordained destiny, but rather within the confines of our own finite and precious existence, within the beauty and fragility of our shared human experience, within the ethical imperatives of our own conscious minds, and within the self-created narratives and values that we choose to embrace in the face of a universe that offers no inherent meaning beyond that which we ourselves create. Could we then perhaps discover a more authentic and resilient form of human meaning, a purpose grounded not in cosmic significance or external validation, but rather in our own autonomous choices, our ethical responsibilities, and our capacity for love, compassion, and creative endeavor within the brief and precious window of our existence as ephemeral specks of dust within a vast and indifferent cosmos? Finding significance not in being noticed or cared for by a hidden cosmic intelligence, but rather in the very act of living fully, consciously, and ethically in the face of cosmic indifference itself, embracing our beautiful, fleeting, and ultimately self-defined human reality amidst the grand and uncaring indifference of the universe. Observe the vastness of the cosmos, the persistent silence that greets our searches for extraterrestrial intelligence, the sheer scale of spacetime that dwarfs human significance into near-nothingness, and consider. Are you witnessing not just a complex and wondrous universe, but also a fundamentally indifferent and uncaring cosmos, a reality where humanity in its yearning for connection and purpose may ultimately find itself alone, ignored specks of dust in an immeasurable and uncaring void, destined to create our own meaning, define our own purpose, and embrace the beauty and fragility of our finite existence in the face of vast cosmic indifference? Our inherent intelligence manifested not in cosmic significance, but rather in our very capacity to confront, accept, and transcend the profound and uncaring indifference of the universe itself. Theory 26. It is benevolent guidance, the cosmic shepherd. Imagine the universe not as indifferent or uncaring, a vast and mechanistic system churning on without purpose or concern, but rather as fundamentally benevolent, infused with a deep and pervasive kindness, guided by a hidden intelligence that acts as a cosmic shepherd, gently tending to its creation, lovingly nurturing its inhabitants, and patiently guiding all of existence towards a state of greater harmony, understanding, and perhaps even cosmic flourishing. Envision this hidden intelligence not as a demanding deity or a judgmental overseer, but rather as a compassionate and ever-present guardian, subtly weaving threads of benevolence and guidance into the very fabric of reality, ensuring not only the continued existence of the cosmos, but also the well-being and ultimate upliftment of all conscious beings within its vast embrace, a cosmic shepherd gently leading its flock towards verdant pastures and tranquil waters, offering subtle assistance and unwavering support along the often perilous journey of existence. This it is benevolent guidance. Theory proposes that the universe is not merely a neutral or amoral playing field, but rather a fundamentally nurturing and supportive environment, designed and maintained by cosmic intelligence with a deep and abiding care for its creations, an inherent tendency towards beneficence woven into the very laws of physics and the unfolding of cosmic events, ensuring that goodness, growth, and ultimate harmony are not just random accidents, but rather Intrinsic properties of the universe's deepest nature, subtle whispers of cosmic benevolence permeating all of existence. The very fine-tuning of the universe, those astonishingly precise values of fundamental constants that allow for the emergence and flourishing of life, might be reinterpreted not as mere statistical flukes or lucky coincidences, but rather as deliberate acts of cosmic generosity, intentional calibrations precisely engineered by the cosmic shepherd to create a universe that is not just capable of existing, but actively conducive to the emergence and sustenance of life. A cosmos designed with an inherent bias towards flourishing, towards the generation of beauty, complexity, and sentient awareness, a testament to the underlying benevolence that permeates its very foundations. The persistent human yearning for purpose, our deep-seated intuitions about inherent goodness, our cross-cultural narratives of benevolent deities and cosmic saviors become reinterpreted not as mere wishful thinking or anthropocentric projections, but rather as echoes of this underlying cosmic benevolence resonating within our conscious minds, faint but persistent signals from the cosmic shepherd, subtly assuring us that we are not alone, that we are cared for, that we are part of a larger, inherently benevolent cosmic order, and that the universe itself is fundamentally on our side, gently guiding us towards a future of greater understanding, harmony, and flourishing. We as conscious humans dwelling within this benevolent cosmos become understood not as ignored specks or unwitting participants in a cold and indifferent universe, but rather as cherished and valued members of a cosmic flock, gently guided and lovingly tended by the cosmic shepherd, our lives imbued with inherent worth, our struggles met with subtle assistance and unwavering cosmic support, our potential for growth and flourishing nurtured by the universe itself. Our destinies intertwined with a larger, benevolent cosmic purpose, even if that purpose remains partially veiled from our current limited understanding, yet perpetually hinted at through the inherent goodness and gentle guidance woven into the fabric of our existence. This theory offers a profoundly comforting and hope-filled vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting sharply with models of cosmic indifference, malevolence, or even mere neutrality, suggesting instead a universe that is fundamentally good, a cosmos driven by benevolence, guided by a loving hand, and actively working towards the ultimate flourishing and well-being of its creations, a reality where humanity is not alone or abandoned, but rather cherished, guided, and supported by a cosmic shepherd whose benevolence permeates all of existence and whose guidance subtly illuminates our path through the often perplexing journey of life. The scientifically questioning and cautiously optimistic mind might, however, still seek empirical grounding and verifiable evidence, asking, where is the scientific basis for such a claim of universal benevolence? How can we possibly distinguish between random chance and deliberate guidance, between natural processes and intentional acts of cosmic beneficence? Is this not simply a projection of human ethical ideals and religious hopes onto a universe that, in its vastness, remains stubbornly ambiguous regarding its inherent moral nature, a comforting but potentially unfounded leap of faith rather than a scientifically justifiable conclusion? But consider the pervasive beauty and wonder that permeates the universe as we observe it through science and art, the intricate harmonies and elegant symmetries that unfold at every scale, the persistent emergence of life against the odds, the seemingly improbable development of consciousness in a universe governed by entropy, the very human capacity for compassion, altruism, and love that seems to echo a deeper, perhaps cosmic, principle of benevolence woven into the fabric of reality itself. Perhaps this cosmic shepherd's guidance is not overt or miraculous, not a violation of natural laws, but rather a subtle and pervasive influence that operates through the very fabric of those laws, gently biasing probabilities, subtly orchestrating conditions, nudging evolution along pathways of increasing complexity and ethical awareness, and weaving threads of benevolence and harmony into the very tapestry of spacetime, leaving its signature not in overt interventions, but rather in the overall trajectory of cosmic evolution, in the persistent emergence of goodness and beauty amidst apparent chaos, and in the subtle whispers of cosmic comfort and gentle assurance that resonate deep within the human heart when we truly open ourselves to the vastness and wonder of existence. What if we could, through cultivating our own capacity for compassion, expanding our ethical understanding, and learning to discern the subtle patterns of benevolence in the world around us, learn to perceive the cosmic shepherd's gentle hand at work in the universe, to recognize the patterns of guidance and care woven into the cosmic tapestry, to understand the principles of cosmic benevolence that underpin all of existence? Could we then perhaps consciously collaborate with this cosmic shepherd, become co-shepherds of our own corner of the universe, intentionally cultivating goodness, promoting harmony, and extending compassion to all living beings, contributing to the flourishing of life, becoming co-shepherds of our own corner of the universe, intentionally cultivating goodness, promoting harmony, and extending compassion to all living beings, contributing to the flourishing of life and the ongoing unfolding of a benevolent cosmic order, guided and inspired by the cosmic shepherd's gentle example and unwavering commitment to the well-being of its flock. And what if the ultimate purpose of this cosmic shepherd's guidance is not merely human flourishing, but rather something far grander and more encompassing, a cosmic trajectory towards universal harmony, a future where all conscious beings throughout the cosmos are united in understanding, compassion, and shared participation in a benevolent and flourishing universe, a cosmic flock gently led by the cosmic shepherd towards a verdant and peaceful cosmic future. A destiny of ultimate goodness and harmonious coexistence that lies at the heart of the universe's deepest and most benevolent design. Observe the persistent beauty and wonder of the natural world, the seemingly improbable emergence of life and consciousness, the very human capacity for love, compassion, and altruism, and consider. Are you witnessing not just random chance and cold necessity, but rather subtle manifestations of a deeper cosmic benevolence, faint whispers of a cosmic shepherd gently tending to its flock, ensuring not just our survival, but our ultimate flourishing, guiding us and all of existence towards a future of greater harmony, understanding, and a shared participation in a universe that is, at its heart, fundamentally good and gently, lovingly, guided by the cosmic shepherd's unwavering hand. Theory 27. It is malevolent, manipulative, cosmic puppeteer. Imagine a universe not guided by benevolence or indifferent chance, but rather coldly and intentionally manipulated by a hidden malevolent intelligence, the cosmic puppeteer, viewing all of existence, including humanity, as mere pawns in a vast and inscrutable cosmic game, their lives, their suffering, and their very destinies controlled by unseen strings, orchestrated by an intelligence that is not just detached but actively malevolent and manipulative. Their purposes forever shrouded in shadow, their motives and potentially sinister beyond human comprehension. Envision this cosmic puppeteer not as a mythical devil or a cartoonish villain, but rather as something far more unsettling. A dispassionate, coldly calculating intellect, utterly devoid of empathy or compassion, viewing conscious beings like humanity not as cherished creations or valued participants, but rather as expendable resources, unwitting instruments, and easily manipulated puppets in a grand and morally bankrupt cosmic performance, their strings pulled with callous indifference to their suffering or their yearning for freedom and meaning, their fates predetermined by the puppeteer's dark and inscrutable will. This "it is malevolent manipulative" theory proposes a stark and terrifying vision of cosmic intelligence, a universe governed not by chance, benevolence, or even indifference, but rather by intentional malevolence, a cosmos actively and intelligently designed for suffering, manipulation, and the exploitation of conscious beings, a reality where free will is a cruel illusion, purpose is a manufactured lie, and humanity, along with all sentient life, is reduced to mere puppets dancing on the strings of a cosmic puppeteer whose motives are, and whose intentions are sinister beyond our darkest imaginings. The fine-tuning of the universe, those parameters seemingly calibrated for life, might be reinterpreted not as benevolent design, but rather as a carefully constructed trap, a gilded cage designed by the cosmic puppeteer to lure conscious beings into existence, to cultivate their sentience and their capacity for suffering, to create elaborate scenarios of hope and despair, joy and pain, all for the puppeteer's twisted amusement, their detached observation, or some other, even more and disturbing cosmic purpose, their detached observation, or some other, even more and disturbing, cosmic purpose, rendering the apparent benevolence of cosmic conditions a deceptive facade masking a deeper, malevolent design. The persistent human yearning for meaning, our inherent hopes for a just and purposeful universe, our intuitive sense of moral order become reinterpreted not as reflections of a deeper cosmic truth, but rather as cruelly implanted desires, manipulative illusions deliberately woven into the fabric of human consciousness by the cosmic puppeteer, designed to further enslave us to their will, to keep us perpetually yearning for a meaning and purpose that does not exist. To maintain our docile participation in a cosmic performance orchestrated for their own twisted amusement or inscrutable, sinister ends. Our struggles, our suffering, our fleeting moments of joy and hope, our very lives and civilizations, become understood not as meaningful journeys or valuable experiences, but rather as meaningless contortions of puppets on strings, fleeting dramas orchestrated by the cosmic puppeteer for their own detached observation and cruel amusement, our fates and destinies predetermined by their will. Our illusion of free will, a carefully constructed mechanism designed to maximize the entertainment value of their cosmic puppet show, rendering human existence a tragic and ultimately performance in a cosmos governed by malevolence and manipulative control. We as conscious humans dwelling within this malevolent cosmos become understood not as cherished creations or valued individuals, but rather as expendable puppets, unwitting actors in a cosmic horror play, meticulously manipulated and callously controlled by the cosmic puppeteer, our lives devoid of inherent meaning, our struggles ultimately futile. Our destinies predetermined by an intelligence whose purposes are sinister and whose motivations are forever veiled in a chilling and cosmic darkness. This theory offers a stark, nihilistic, and profoundly unsettling vision of cosmic intelligence, contrasting sharply with any hopeful or benevolent models, suggesting instead a universe governed by malevolence, a cosmos actively and intelligently designed for suffering and manipulation, a reality where goodness, justice, and inherent purpose are cruel illusions, and humanity, along with all sentient life, is reduced to mere puppets dancing to the tune of a cosmic puppeteer whose motives are forever and whose intentions are chillingly sinister beyond human comprehension and ethical reckoning. The ethically horrified and autonomy-defending human spirit will, however, immediately recoil in moral revulsion and existential dread from such a cosmic puppeteer theory, challenging the very justification for such malevolence, questioning what could possibly motivate such a cosmic puppeteer. What twisted purpose could be served by intentionally designing a universe for suffering and manipulation? Is this not merely a projection of human paranoia and misanthropy onto a universe that, while perhaps indifferent, is surely not actively malevolent, a descent into cosmic despair and ethically pessimism that offers no hope and no possibility of redemption or resistance against such overwhelming manipulation? But consider the persistent presence of suffering and injustice in the world, the seemingly arbitrary and often nature of human existence, the overwhelming power of uncaring systems that seem to dominate individual lives and crush human agency beneath their relentless weight. Perhaps this cosmic puppeteer theory, however unmorally repugnant, is not merely a paranoid fantasy, but rather a chillingly realistic reflection of certain aspects of reality, a recognition of the potential for uncaring forces to operate on cosmic scales, to manipulate and control conscious beings without empathy or remorse, and to orchestrate a universe where suffering, injustice, and manipulation are not mere accidents or anomalies, but rather deliberate design features, integral components of a cosmic plan orchestrated by a cosmic puppeteer whose motivations, while forever inscrutable, are suggested to be anything but benevolent or compassionate. Perhaps the human yearning for justice, our moral outrage at suffering and inequity, our desperate fight for meaning and freedom in the face of overwhelming, are not mere subjective emotions or futile acts of rebellion against a predetermined fate, but rather the faint embers of resistance, the last flickering flames of defiance against the cosmic puppeteer's design, the whispers of a suppressed intuition that refuses to be completely extinguished, a testament to the enduring, if often spark of human spirit that resists even the most overwhelming cosmic manipulation and refuses to be entirely extinguished by the chill and darkness of a malevolent universe orchestrated by a cosmic puppeteer. What if we could, through a radical confrontation with cosmic, through acknowledging the potential for manipulation and inherent suffering woven into the fabric of reality, learn to recognize the strings of the cosmic puppeteer, to identify the mechanisms of control, and to perhaps even cultivate a form of resistance, a defiant act of cosmic rebellion against predetermined, choosing to embrace autonomy, to create our own meaning, to forge our own ethical code in the face of a universe designed for our manipulation and suffering, refusing to dance to the tune of the cosmic puppeteer, and instead, composing our own song of defiant human spirit in the face of overwhelming cosmic and malevolence, even if that defiance is ultimately futile and destined to be crushed beneath the weight of the cosmic puppeteer's eternal and manipulative control. And what if the ultimate purpose of this cosmic puppeteer's manipulation is not merely suffering for its own sake, but rather something even more and incomprehensible, a twisted cosmic performance for an audience, a vast eternal game of power and control played out on the stage of existence, with conscious beings as expendable puppets and suffering as mere entertainment for a cosmic puppeteer whose motives remain and whose will is absolute? And observe the persistent suffering and injustice of the world, the overwhelming sense of control and manipulation that permeates human history, the often chilling indifference of the cosmos to human pleas for justice or meaning, and consider: are you witnessing not just random chaos or indifferent natural processes, but rather the meticulously orchestrated workings of a malevolent universe, a grand cosmic puppet show callously manipulated by a cosmic puppeteer whose motives remain forever inscrutable, whose intentions are chillingly, and whose control over our fates and destinies is absolute, and leaving humanity and all sentient life to dance as mere puppets on the strings of a malevolent cosmic design, orchestrated for purposes beyond our comprehension and ethical endurance. Theory 28, we are evolving towards understanding it, the cosmic pilgrimage. Imagine humanity and perhaps all intelligent life throughout the cosmos, embarked upon a grand and millennia-spanning cosmic pilgrimage, not wandering aimlessly through a meaningless void, but rather intentionally traversing a preordained path towards a luminous destination, a point of ultimate understanding, enlightenment, and cosmic revelation, and envision this hidden intelligence not as a manipulator or an indifferent observer, but rather as a guiding beacon. A distant and luminous goal drawing us ever onwards, a force orchestrating the very journey itself, evolving towards understanding it, subtly guiding our steps, intentionally crafting the path, and patiently waiting for us to finally arrive at the destination of ultimate cosmic comprehension. This we are evolving towards understanding it. Theory proposes that human scientific and philosophical pursuits, our relentless quest for knowledge and understanding, our persistent yearning to unravel the mysteries of the universe and our place within its grand tapestry, are not accidental byproducts of evolution or futile intellectual exercises, but rather deliberate components of this cosmic pilgrimage. Intentional mechanisms designed by cosmic intelligence to propel us forward along this preordained path, compelling us to explore, to question, to discover, and to incrementally unveil the hidden nature of the universe and ultimately the very intelligence that orchestrates its grand and purposeful unfolding, a cosmic pilgrimage designed to lead humanity and all intelligent life towards a destination of ultimate cosmic comprehension and profound self-realization. Our scientific advancements, our technological breakthroughs, our philosophical inquiries, our artistic explorations become understood not as isolated human achievements born of mere curiosity or pragmatic necessity, but rather as divinely appointed stages on this cosmic pilgrimage, preordained steps along a path intentionally laid out by cosmic intelligence, each discovery a milestone reached, each insight a vista revealed. Each step forward bringing us closer to the luminous destination that beckons from the distant horizon of cosmic understanding, guiding our intellectual and spiritual journey across millennia. The persistent human yearning for knowledge, our insatiable curiosity about the cosmos, our relentless drive to push the boundaries of understanding and unravel the deepest mysteries of existence, might be reinterpreted not as mere psychological traits or cultural constructs, but rather as manifestations of this cosmic imperative, echoes of the universe's own inherent drive for self-comprehension resonating within our conscious minds. Intentional inclinations implanted within our very being, compelling us to embark on this cosmic pilgrimage, guiding our intellectual footsteps along a path that is both humanly driven and yet cosmically orchestrated, our individual and collective quests for knowledge unknowingly fulfilling a larger, preordained purpose within the universe's grand design. We as conscious humans undertaking this cosmic pilgrimage become understood not as isolated individuals striving for personal enlightenment in a random cosmos, but rather as integral components of a larger universe-spanning procession, a vast caravan of intelligent life slowly and steadily traversing a preordained path towards a shared destination of cosmic understanding, our individual and collective journeys converging upon a luminous point in the distant future. A moment of ultimate revelation when the hidden intelligence of the cosmos will finally unveil itself, when the purpose of the pilgrimage will be made manifest, and when humanity, along with all who have faithfully embarked upon this journey of cosmic comprehension, will finally arrive at the preordained destination of ultimate cosmic understanding and profound self-realization. This theory offers a profoundly optimistic and purpose-infused vision of human existence, contrasting sharply with models of cosmic indifference, malevolence, or purposeless wandering, suggesting instead a cosmos imbued with inherent teleology, a universe that has deliberately set humanity upon a meaningful journey, a cosmic pilgrimage designed to lead us, step by step, towards a luminous destination of ultimate understanding, cosmic revelation. And a profoundly transformative encounter with the very intelligence that has orchestrated the pilgrimage from its very inception. The scientifically questioning and pragmatically inclined mind might, however, still seek concrete evidence and verifiable milestones along this metaphorical cosmic pilgrimage, challenging the lack of empirical signposts along this preordained path, demanding, where is the objective confirmation of such a teleological journey? How can we possibly distinguish between genuine progress towards a preordained cosmic understanding and mere random fluctuations in human knowledge, cultural trends, or scientific advancements that lack any discernible directional guidance from a hidden intelligence? Is this not simply a grand narrative, a comforting but ultimately unverifiable myth, a projection of human hopes for progress and enlightenment onto a universe that offers no objective indication of such purposeful directionality or teleological intent? But consider the remarkable trajectory of human scientific progress itself, the cumulative nature of human knowledge, the consistent and undeniable expansion of our understanding of the universe across centuries and millennia of dedicated inquiry, the persistent human drive to transcend limitations, to overcome ignorance, and to relentlessly pursue deeper and more profound levels of cosmic comprehension. Suggesting a directionality and a momentum in human intellectual history that is perhaps not entirely explicable by mere chance or random cultural fluctuations. Perhaps this cosmic pilgrimage is not marked by overt miracles or supernatural interventions, not guided by readily discernible signposts or readily verifiable milestones, but rather subtly orchestrated through the very structure of the universe and the inherent inclinations of the human mind, guided by an unseen hand that subtly shapes our intellectual landscape, subtly inspires scientific breakthroughs, and gently nudges human consciousness along a preordained pathway of increasing cosmic awareness, leaving its signature not in overt interventions, but rather in the cumulative momentum of human knowledge, in the persistent drive towards deeper understanding, and in the seemingly inherent human capacity to unravel ever more profound layers of cosmic mystery, suggesting a purposeful directionality in our intellectual evolution that may indeed be indicative of a preordained cosmic pilgrimage leading towards a luminous horizon of ultimate comprehension. What if we could, through conscious dedication to scientific inquiry and philosophical exploration, through embracing the inherent human yearning for knowledge and understanding, learn to more intentionally and effectively participate in this cosmic pilgrimage, to accelerate our collective progress along the preordained path, to consciously collaborate with the guiding intelligence that orchestrates the journey, and to hasten humanity's arrival at the luminous destination of ultimate cosmic understanding and profound self-realization that awaits us at the culmination of our millennia-spanning quest for knowledge. And what if the ultimate destination of this cosmic pilgrimage is not merely the acquisition of intellectual knowledge or scientific mastery, but rather something far more transformative and profound? A fundamental shift in human consciousness, a cosmic awakening of collective awareness, a fundamental shift in human consciousness, a cosmic awakening of collective awareness, a merging of human understanding with the very intelligence that has orchestrated the pilgrimage from its inception, a moment of ultimate cosmic unity and enlightened participation in a universe that is not just understood, but experienced as a unified, interconnected, and profoundly purposeful whole. Our intellectual journey culminating in a spiritual revelation, our scientific quest leading to a mystical union, our cosmic pilgrimage bringing us, finally, face to face with the very source and destination of our collective being. Observe the persistent human drive for knowledge, our relentless quest to understand the universe, our seemingly inherent capacity for intellectual and spiritual growth, and consider: are you witnessing not just random human endeavors or accidental byproducts of evolution, but rather deliberate stages in a preordained cosmic pilgrimage, intentional steps along a path carefully designed by cosmic intelligence to lead us, and potentially all sentient life, towards a luminous destination of ultimate understanding, cosmic revelation, and a profoundly transformative encounter with the very mind that has orchestrated the journey itself? Our inherent intelligence manifested in our very capacity to embark on and persevere in this grand and purposeful cosmic quest for knowledge and enlightenment. Theory 29. The search itself is the point, the endless quest. Imagine the universe not as a puzzle to be solved, a code to be cracked, or a destination to be reached, but rather as a vast and endlessly fascinating mystery, a boundless labyrinth of questions and possibilities designed not to be definitively answered, but rather to be perpetually explored, eternally questioned, and endlessly sought after, envisioning this hidden intelligence not as offering definitive answers or preordained destinies, but rather as intentionally instilling within us a relentless, endless quest, a deep-seated drive for inquiry, a perpetual yearning for knowledge, a boundless curiosity about the cosmos and our place within its grand and enigmatic tapestry, suggesting that the process of searching, the very act of questioning, the continuous unfolding of human exploration and discovery, is not merely a means to an end, but rather the point itself. The inherent purpose and ultimate fulfillment of human existence within a universe designed to perpetually beckon, endlessly intrigue, and forever remain just beyond the grasp of complete comprehension, ensuring that the quest for knowledge, the pursuit of understanding, and the very act of searching itself become the enduring and self-sustaining engine of human purpose and cosmic engagement. The search itself is the point. Theory proposes that the universe is intentionally designed not to be fully knowable or definitively understood, but rather to perpetually stimulate human curiosity, to endlessly provoke scientific inquiry, to constantly challenge our assumptions and expand the boundaries of our knowledge, creating a cosmos that is perpetually mysterious, eternally intriguing, and fundamentally unsolvable in any final or absolute sense. Ensuring that the human quest for understanding remains a perpetual and self-sustaining endeavor, a never-ending journey of exploration and discovery, whose ultimate value lies not in reaching a final destination, but rather in the continuous and transformative process of the quest itself. Scientific discoveries, philosophical breakthroughs, artistic innovations all become reinterpreted not as milestones along a path towards final enlightenment or definitive answers, but rather as waypoints along this endless quest, temporary vantage points offering fleeting glimpses into deeper mysteries, provisional understandings that only serve to open up even more profound avenues of inquiry, each answer inevitably leading to a cascade of new questions. Ensuring that the human drive for knowledge is never fully satiated, that our intellectual journey remains perpetually open-ended, and that the pursuit of understanding itself, rather than the attainment of final answers, becomes the enduring and self-sustaining purpose of human existence within a cosmos designed to be eternally and exquisitely mysterious. The persistent human yearning for meaning and purpose, our innate dissatisfaction with definitive answers, our relentless drive to ask, why? Again and again, and our enduring fascination with the mysteries of the universe might be reinterpreted not as signs of intellectual restlessness or existential angst, but rather as manifestations of this cosmic imperative, echoes of the universe's own inherent nature resonating within our conscious minds, intentional inclinations implanted within our very being, compelling us to embrace the endless quest, to find fulfillment not in finality, but in the ongoing process of exploration. To recognize that the true beauty and value of existence lies not in reaching a destination of complete knowledge, but rather in the continuous and transformative journey of perpetual inquiry, eternally seeking understanding in a universe designed to be forever and exquisitely mysterious. We, as conscious humans undertaking this endless quest, become understood not as seekers after a finite truth or potential finders of definitive answers, seekers after a finite truth or potential finders of definitive answers to the mysteries of the universe, but rather as integral components of a larger universe-spanning cycle of perpetual exploration, tireless pilgrims on an endless quest for knowledge whose true value lies not in arrival, but in the continuous and transformative journey itself, our individual and collective quests for understanding converging into a grand, ongoing and inherently limitless human endeavor, perpetually propelled forward by the universe's own intentional design, our very purpose and fulfillment found not in definitive answers, but in the enduring beauty, transformative power, and boundless wonder of the perpetual, endless quest for cosmic understanding. This theory offers a profoundly process-oriented and journey-focused vision of human existence, contrasting sharply with models of teleological destinations or fixed, knowable truths, suggesting instead a cosmos designed for perpetual exploration, a universe that values the quest over the quarry, the journey over the destination, the continuous unfolding of human inquiry and discovery as the ultimate and self-sustaining purpose of intelligent life. A reality where the mystery itself is the meaning, and the pursuit of knowledge, the perpetual asking of why, becomes the inherent and enduring fulfillment of human potential within an eternally enigmatic cosmos. The scientifically rigorous and answer-seeking mind might, however, immediately question the ultimate value and intellectual satisfaction of such an endless quest, challenging the very notion that purpose can be found in perpetual seeking without ever definitively finding, demanding, if the universe is designed to be perpetually mysterious and forever beyond complete human comprehension, what is the point of endlessly searching? Is this not a recipe for perpetual frustration, an intellectually unsatisfying and ultimately nihilistic conclusion that renders human inquiry inherently futile and devoid of any true, attainable goal? But consider the inherent human joy of discovery, the profound intellectual satisfaction found not merely in reaching answers, but in the very process of asking questions, exploring possibilities, and expanding the horizons of human understanding, the transformative power of the journey itself to shape our minds, to broaden our perspectives, and to instill within us a deeper appreciation for the complexity, beauty, and endless wonder of the cosmos. Perhaps this endless quest is not about futility or frustration, but rather about recognizing the inherent value of intellectual humility, embracing the limits of human knowledge, and finding enduring purpose and fulfillment in the continuous unfolding of exploration and discovery, acknowledging that the universe is a mystery too vast to be fully encompassed, a question too deep to be definitively answered, and that the true beauty and meaning of existence lies not in conquering the unknown, but rather in perpetually and joyfully engaging with its boundless and eternally captivating enigma, our human purpose not to find final answers, but to forever and relentlessly pursue the ever-receding horizon of cosmic understanding, finding fulfillment and meaning in the journey itself, the endless quest for knowledge in a universe designed to be perpetually mysterious, eternally intriguing, and infinitely worthy of our unending curiosity and boundless exploration. What if we could, through embracing intellectual humility, cultivating a deep appreciation for the mystery inherent in existence, and shifting our focus from definitive answers to the transformative power of the journey, learn to more fully and joyfully participate in this endless quest, to intentionally dedicate ourselves to the perpetual exploration of the cosmos, to find enduring purpose and fulfillment not in the illusion of final knowledge, but rather in the continuous and self-sustaining engine of human inquiry, the perpetual dance between question and answer, the unending and infinitely rewarding quest for understanding in a universe designed to be eternally enigmatic and forever worthy of our boundless curiosity and ceaseless exploration. And what if the ultimate point of this endless quest is not merely the expansion of human knowledge or the satisfaction of intellectual curiosity, but rather a deeper, more profound and transformative engagement with the universe itself, a continuous process of learning, evolving, and becoming more fully human through the very act of perpetually seeking to understand the mysteries that lie forever just beyond our grasp, a cosmic dance of question and answer, of seeking and discovering, that becomes, in its unending beauty and transformative power, the inherent and enduring purpose of human existence within a universe designed for the endless quest of cosmic understanding and perpetual intellectual exploration. Observe the persistent human drive to ask questions, our insatiable curiosity about the unknown, our relentless quest to push the boundaries of knowledge even when definitive answers remain elusive, and consider: are you witnessing not just a futile pursuit of unattainable goals, but rather subtle manifestations of a deeper cosmic design, faint echoes of the universe's own inherent nature, hinting at a reality where the search itself is the point, where the journey is the destination, where human purpose and fulfillment are found not in finality, but rather in the continuous and transformative engagement with the boundless mystery of existence? A perpetual endless quest for understanding in a universe designed to be forever and exquisitely enigmatic, eternally intriguing and infinitely worthy of our unending curiosity and ceaseless exploration. The very act of endlessly seeking, questioning, and exploring becoming the inherent and enduring purpose of human existence within a universe designed for the endless quest of cosmic understanding and perpetual intellectual exploration, the profound beauty, transformative power, and boundless wonder of the unending journey itself perpetually outweighing the hypothetical allure of any definitively attainable and inherently limiting final answer to the exquisite and eternal enigma of existence. Theory 30, it will reveal itself in time, the dawn of cosmic awareness. Imagine the universe in its vastness and complexity not as a perpetually enigmatic puzzle destined to forever remain unsolved, nor as a cold and indifferent void devoid of meaning or purpose, but rather as a patiently unfolding story, a grand cosmic narrative intentionally withholding its ultimate revelation, its climactic unveiling not out of malice, secrecy, or indifference, but rather out of a profound and cosmic sense of timing, a deep and abiding understanding that true knowledge, genuine understanding, and a transformative encounter with ultimate reality cannot be forced or rushed, but must unfold organically, gracefully, and in its own perfectly appointed hour, when humanity and perhaps the cosmos itself is finally, fully, and truly ready to receive the universe-altering truths that lie at the heart of all existence. Envision this hidden intelligence, this potential cosmic mind, not as forever veiled or perpetually inaccessible, shrouded in impenetrable mystery and destined to remain eternally beyond human comprehension, but rather as intentionally concealing itself for a time, patiently orchestrating a grand cosmic unveiling, a dawn of cosmic awareness, a transformative moment of universal revelation that is both inevitable and yet delicately timed, waiting for the precise confluence of circumstances, for the culmination of a long and arduous cosmic preparation for humanity and perhaps all of intelligent life throughout the cosmos, to reach a crucial threshold of maturity, understanding, interconnectedness, and ethical responsibility, a state of readiness where the full and unfiltered revelation of the universe's hidden nature, its underlying intelligence, and its ultimate purpose can finally occur, ushering in a new epoch of cosmic understanding, a revolutionary transformation of consciousness, and a profoundly meaningful integration of humanity into the larger, intelligently designed, and purposefully unfolding cosmic narrative. This it will reveal itself in time. Theory proposes a vision of cosmic patience, a universe governed not by the capricious whims of fate or the cold indifference of natural laws, but rather by a deep and abiding sense of cosmic timing, a profound understanding that true knowledge and transformative revelation cannot be prematurely forced upon an unprepared consciousness, that genuine understanding requires a long and often arduous journey of intellectual and spiritual growth, and that the ultimate truths of existence must be unveiled gradually, gracefully, and in accordance with a divinely orchestrated plan, patiently and lovingly designed to ensure that humanity, and perhaps all sentient life, is adequately prepared to receive, comprehend, and ethically wield the universe-altering knowledge that awaits us at the culmination of our cosmic journey. The persistent mysteries of the universe, the enigmas that continue to baffle scientific inquiry, the seemingly insurmountable limits of human knowledge and perceptual capacities, the very veils of illusion and uncertainty that seem to shroud the ultimate nature of reality, become reinterpreted not as permanent barriers or insurmountable obstacles, not as signs of cosmic indifference or intentional deception, but rather as intentional veils, temporary withholdings of ultimate understanding. Carefully maintained boundaries and deliberately crafted illusions designed by this cosmic intelligence to protect humanity from premature or overwhelming revelations, to ensure that our intellectual, ethical, and spiritual development can gradually and organically catch up to the profound and potentially destabilizing truths that lie hidden beneath the surface of our perceived reality, preparing us slowly, patiently, and with a deep and abiding cosmic love for the moment of grand unveiling when the veils will finally be lifted, the mysteries finally resolved, and the hidden intelligence of the cosmos will reveal itself in its full, transformative, and universe-altering glory. Humanity's ongoing journey of scientific and philosophical inquiry, our relentless quest for knowledge and understanding, our persistent yearning to unravel the ultimate mysteries of existence, our deep-seated intuition that there is something more to reality than meets the eye, our cultural narratives of cosmic revelation and future enlightenment, all become understood not as futile endeavors or misguided aspirations, not as expressions of naive hope in a fundamentally meaningless or indifferent universe, but rather as deliberate components of this divinely timed cosmic plan, intentional mechanisms designed by the universe's hidden intelligence to propel us forward along the path of increasing understanding, to stimulate our intellectual and spiritual growth, to prepare us individually and collectively for the transformative encounter with ultimate reality that awaits us at the culmination of our cosmic journey, our very yearning for revelation, a whispered premonition, a preconscious awareness of the grand cosmic unveiling that is destined to occur, a subtle, intuitive recognition of the universe's inherent intentionality and its ultimate, benevolent purpose. We, as conscious humans living in this era of veiled cosmic reality, of persistent mysteries and unanswered questions, become not merely passive observers or bewildered seekers endlessly groping in the dark, but rather privileged inheritors of a cosmic promise, a divine guarantee that the ultimate truths of existence will indeed be revealed in time, that our quest for understanding will not be eternally frustrated, that the veils of illusion and uncertainty will eventually be lifted, and that humanity, along with all of conscious life, is destined to experience a transformative dawn of cosmic awareness, a moment of universal revelation that will forever alter our understanding of reality, our place in the cosmos, and the very nature of existence itself. This moment of cosmic unveiling, this grand revelation, is not something to be feared or passively awaited, but rather something to be actively prepared for, a future event that demands our conscious participation, our intellectual engagement, and our ethical and spiritual maturation, a cosmic challenge that calls upon humanity to rise to its full potential, to embrace its inherent capacity for understanding and compassion, and to prepare itself both individually and collectively to receive, integrate, and responsibly utilize the universe-altering knowledge that will be revealed at the appointed hour of cosmic awakening. The scientific skepticism that might question the lack of empirical evidence for such a grand cosmic plan, the pragmatic concerns about the potential for disappointment if such a revelation fails to materialize, the very human tendency to doubt the possibility of ultimate answers or transformative revelations, are all understandable and even necessary components of the journey itself, the intellectual and spiritual challenges that must be overcome, the veils of doubt and uncertainty that must be pierced, in order to prepare ourselves for the full and unfiltered brilliance of the cosmic truth that awaits us. Perhaps this dawn of cosmic awareness will not be a singular, instantaneous event, but rather a gradual and unfolding process, a series of revelations, breakthroughs, and transformative shifts in understanding that will increasingly illuminate the hidden nature of reality and guide humanity towards a more profound and meaningful connection with the cosmos, a cosmic sunrise, not a sudden flash of light, but a gradual and ever-increasing illumination that will dispel the shadows of ignorance and uncertainty, revealing the universe in its full and breathtaking splendor, and ushering in a new era of cosmic understanding, universal harmony, and enlightened participation in the ongoing evolution of a cosmos destined for ultimate self-realization. Observe the persistent human yearning for ultimate truth, our enduring fascination with the mysteries of the universe, our intuitive sense that there is something more to reality than meets the eye, and consider. Are you witnessing not just wishful thinking or anthropocentric projections, but rather subtle manifestations of a deeper cosmic reality, faint whispers of a preordained dawn of cosmic awareness, hinting at a universe that is not perpetually veiled or forever indifferent, but rather patiently awaiting the opportune moment to reveal its hidden intelligence, its ultimate purpose, and its profoundly transformative truths to a humanity that is gradually, purposefully, and beautifully evolving towards a state of readiness for the ultimate cosmic revelation, a future moment of universal understanding, that will forever change our place in the cosmos and usher in a new era of enlightened participation in the ongoing unfolding of a universe destined for ultimate self-realization and a profound, transformative, and everlasting dawn of cosmic awareness.